Last time on Wild West, The Reckoning, the Spirit Chasers, having survived a terrible encounter at the dinner of the merchant Prince Jabal, and also witnessing what they believe to be the Horsemen of Death. Um, they made it out of there alive. Ed was offered a contract, which he politely turned down. An unexpected error occurred. um, but he did receive an Ankylosaurus. So you guys now have big tanky buddy beast of burden. And you had set about, you decided that your plan would be that you were going to leave Port Nianzuru, uh, check out the Warforge factory on the way, and then eventually head back to Glacier Break / Gate Town. And then after that, Austin, though Bruce did mention something about going all the way to Boston to look for the magical spear of the legendary Irish hero Cuchulainn. However, nothing had been fully decided on that yet. You began proceeding along the road, realizing that it seems that the barrier has begun to be repaired as you didn't encounter anything dangerous and most of your night watches were uneventful. However, I believe it was on the second morning, Ed and Dung Dung, aka Walter, awoke with cold-like symptoms uh, that was later on cured by Marcus, and could have been potentially very bad for them had it not been cured. And I believe we ended it with you guys seeing Scone some distance down the road, just after Marcus had cured you guys. So that is where we'll be picking up. You do see Scone down the road, and I believe this is the morning of your third day
Sounds
out
about
of
right.
Yeah, that sounds
Nianzuru.
right.
Okay. So yeah,
I gotta mute myself. Whoopsie.
it's all good. So who's doing what?
That's the
Well,
big guy from the Druids, right?
Yeah,
yeah, I'm pretty sure that's him.
I guess he's working on the roads or something.
Yeah, should we tell him about what happened to you guys?
There we got the snifflies.
I don't think that was just the sniffles. That did not go down easy.
So like the evil. Well, maybe he'd know more about what's causing it. I don't want to come like to Gate Town and still have the fucking snifflies.
I mean, we're pretty sure we were just cured by Marcus.
Yeah, it's not, I have no doubt that you were cured. It was more so why did
Yeah,
you?
I want to know why. That's fucking, fucked. All right, well, how close is he? Let's just march on over.
He's some distance away. He's walking further away from you, not at a particularly fast speed, but you definitely think that you could catch up to him.
Okay, yeah, let's just keep on marching.
Ready?
All right.
Uh,
Should we just call out him or be more? I don't know what to do.
just say you gather your stuff and head down the road after him. Um, and as you approach, when you get within about about within like 100 feet of him, he will stop and slowly turn around and look in your direction, kind of squinting a little bit, and then recognizing you guys, and he'll just kind of like wait there by the side of the road until you catch up to him. and once you do, um, well, I didn't expect to be seeing you all out here.
Yeah, bit of circumstantial stuff going on. Uh, Question for you: have you made any knowledgeable progress in on understanding what is causing or dealing with the disease stuff that you were experiencing?
I believe you're referring to what Nita calls the taint.
Yeah.
That was more Balfour and Fran's area of expertise.
Okay. Just curious if you knew anything that you could share to us about more of it. Mainly because we had some of a bit of an encounter with it.
We got the snifflies.
It was more than just the sniffles.
He looks pretty alarmed by you saying that, and he goes, are the symptoms persisting?
Not anymore.
No, they're
Just like
gone.
Marcus just cast a spell on us that seemed to have fixed it.
But the thing was that when the first couple of nights that we were dealing with it, the symptoms came back. But after when we basically figured out that stuff isn't up and at 'em about it, we adjusted accordingly and, well, bit it in the ass before it could bite us.
Yeah.
I see. So you're no longer experiencing any symptoms.
As far as we're aware.
That is good. By the time Nita had arrived to us, her symptoms had progressed quite far. They were only able, after quite some work, to concentrate it back to the source of the infection, her arm, and encapsulate it in the crystal so as to prevent any further spread.
Alright.
You weren't bitten, were you?
No, it was gas.
Interesting.
Well, I can tell you one thing, it doesn't really affect the constructs. Because frickin' Zeus over there was in a full blast of it and was not feeling any of it.
Hmm. That's good to know. Although there's not many of those around here, from my understanding. And it does seem to be a humanoid disease. So,
So you think we'll be fine?
if you are no longer experiencing symptoms and you feel fine now, I can safely assume, yes, you should be all right.
Yeah.
Um, but I would be careful. There are other undead in these jungles that do carry that disease. Which is why I'm out here on the road repairing the barrier. I take it your travel has been pleasant thus far?
More or less. Got
No,
to
it
get some work done.
fucking sucks here.
Ed
No
doesn't.
offense.
Ed doesn't like the heat.
The weather
Yeah.
can be challenging. You do notice he does have a bit of a layer of sweat on him. And he'll pull out like a little cloth and dab his forehead and tuck it back into his his like robes. um, but yes, it is good to see you all again. I know it hasn't been all that long. But if there is nothing else you need of me, I am going to return to my duties.
No problem.
Have fun.
Right? And you watch him just kind of start walking down the side of the road again. He moves over to like the left-hand side so that you could like pass him with no issue. Do you guys continue onward or?
Yeah,
Yeah, fuck it. I don't even know where y'all want to go.
Right.
But I know y'all want to go somewhere, and I got a dinosaur now, so
yeehaw.
yeah, yeehaw.
Alrighty. So I'll say for this, following the road is easy enough. Move him over to the side there for now. Or actually, I'll just delete him. As you go along
Holy
past
crap.
him, as you dong past him, uh, you notice that
I'm just gonna switch to my fucking headphones just so you don't guys have to deal with that.
already. You would notice that not that you weren't capable of hearing any of like the noises of the jungle, but like as you go past him and further down, as you go traveling throughout the day, following the road, um, there are like some areas where like it does seem to get a little bit quieter than the like normal sort of like din of the jungle. Uh, you think maybe like there might be a predator or something nearby, but never close enough to jump out and attack you, thankfully. And you do have your big ankylosaur now, so you think it might be dissuading any minor threats, uh, or major. Who knows? I mean, they could
Hmm.
fuck up an allosaur, so.
Yeah.
And I believe the goal was getting down here. So let's see. How far did I say? Were you guys getting like a square a day? Following the road?
No, that was 2 squares today.
I can't remember.
That I was not keeping track of.
Indeed.
I figured that was something the DM would keep track of.
It was
Ooh.
Ooh.
so what I meant was hold on. So you left me in Zero and you're about here. Right. So I think it was a square a day when you had the 2 horses. But the big guy does go slower. So it's not so much an issue of him pulling the weight. It's not that he can't do it. I mean, they're hardy creatures, but he is significantly chunkier and slower. So
Is there any way to assist his movement
I
capabilities?
mean, we're not in a hurry.
no,
Good
there's
point.
no rush. So I would say if it was 2 days, it was 2 days to here, 2 days to here.
I mean, we are
So
starting our day here,
you are starting here.
so we probably end up here by the end of the day.
Yeah. So I guess overall it would take about
We'd still do about 1 square a day.
yeah, 30 miles. You could probably reasonably do. So I think I counted it. I think in about a week you would get to here.
Okay.
So
Alright. Do you need any special roles from us?
So yeah, you know what? So for this first day of travel, why don't you roll me a D100?
I'll do it.
Wonder.
Let the commoner do it.
D5.
Oh, it's the everyone dies number.
That's the That's the everyone dies number. Alrighty. As you continue past, you end up going past Scone, and I would say like just as you're kind of like getting far enough away to where like you're about to like lose finer detail of him. You do see it seems he stops, picks a tree and starts inscribing something on it, and then he stays there for a while until he slowly fades out of vision. And over the course of the rest of the day, at about noon, more around 1 o'clock, uh, you see something that you hadn't seen in all of your time traveling towards New Nianzuru. You see a cart heading in the direction of New Nianzuru, passing by you on the other side of the road.
And which day of travel is this, by the way?
You said what?
Which day of travel
This
is
is our
this?
third.
This is
I
your.
thought it was third or
So
fourth.
it's been 4 days
Oh, this is
since
our
the
fourth. Okay.
dinner.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was clarifying.
No, this.
Where is it? Our third? Yeah. This is day
yeah.
3.
This is day 3 of travel, but it's 4 days since the dinner because you guys. Did you leave the next day?
Yes.
Oh, you did leave the next day. So then this would be. No, yeah, it would still be 3. It would still be 3. No. Okay. I'm not completely stupid. Right. So, um you see this cart, and at first you're not sure. You think maybe in the distance it's something else. Maybe it's a dinosaur or something like that, or uh something large is blocking the path, but then it's kind of like, coming more into perspective, and it's coming along, and you notice as they get close to you, it's a cart with 2 dwarves sitting in the front, uh, and it's just like a sort of like a covered wagon-esque sort of deal. Um, and as they get sort of like within earshot of you, you hear the one go, "Uh, excuse me, is this the way to Nyanzuru?"
Yep.
Yeah, what you hauling?
Oh, ale, mostly.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh,
Aye.
hold on. Are you contracted by Bjorn?
Aye, we're delivering to Bjorn's.
Can I insight check that?
Sure.
Because
You're going about your day. I'm suspicious of you.
You.
yeah,
Bastards.
it's about everything.
Yeah, you'd think so. I mean, like, they're dwarves. He's a dwarf. It's the only dwarf-run place.
What kind of dwarves are they?
Well, the one speaking to you, I don't think there's much in the ways of distinguishing features between hill and mountain dwarves.
Well, are they albino dwarves?
They're not albino dwarves that are native
Okay.
to Chult, no. However, the other one in the cart next to him, who's sort of quiet but seems to be more like his guard, he's sort of well armored. He's got like sort of a studded leather like jerkin, and big gruesome looking axe strapped to his back. However, this other guy, he's just got like a little axe at his hip, and he's just wearing regular clothes. Uh, and that guy, though, in the leathers is a Dwergar,
No, take care now.
and he'll just give you a wave, and they'll continue along their merry way
Vomit.
until Nothing else will happen for the rest of the day. If you wish to take watches during the night, you may do so.
Jarvis is unable to help with watches, so he'll have his companions help.
Alrighty.
I
You
can take a watch. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do the same thing. I'll make a hut and purify some water.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, how long does it take you to make a hut?
It's part of a long rest.
What doesn't give you a time frame?
No, just I can cobble together a hut quickly
Quickly. 5e.
because it's
Yeah.
not.
As an action.
As an action, you can construct a temporary shelter that lasts 1d3 days.
The fuck?
Yeah, it's a commoner thing. I wouldn't worry about.
What you just freaking like?
No, I'm exaggerating.
Yeah,
It's
no,
part
no,
of
it's just a
carpentry tools proficiency.
One act.
Okay, this is like some weird shtick as a commoner gets as an action. He's like, boop, tiny hut.
It's funny because it kind of reminds me of that. You ever see the Family Guy thing with the Amish where he like literally blows up the barn and then they build it all back in like a matter of seconds?
Yeah.
That's
It's
what
like
I'm thinking.
that. Walter just like Lego
Of
building.
himself.
It's just like Animal Crossing noises.
Oh, like
Dunk, dunk,
the
dunk.
oh yeah. So, somewhere off in the jungle, you're like.
That's the one.
Yeah. But yeah, so just the three of you in whichever particular order. Just let me get perception checks for Le Night. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not gonna do that because I don't want it to feel dragged out. So the roll for the day will just determine if anything's gonna happen either during the day or during the night, and I'll surprise you. So we'll say you all take watches, and since I already got that for the day, nothing happens tonight. There you go. There you go.
Good.
I'm gonna simplify things.
Good.
Makes things more fun in the long run.
Yep. And you have a good night's rest. And obviously anything that anyone was working on. So Bruce is kind of off to himself when he has the time, working on his magical formulae. Walter and Jarvis, I know you guys are beginning your construction of the, what were we calling it again? The gas gun or something like that?
Grass gun.
Yeah, the grass gun.
Ed probably thinks of it as the grass gun.
Yeah. But essentially, the gun that you're working on.
Working title is mag gun or mag cannon.
Okay, all right. You're working on your mag cannon, and
Aaron looks at it. It's like
if
that's clearly a rail gun. I don't know what you're talking about.
Aaron actually, as a matter of fact, because of the funny little joke being made, he spends the day animating small objects and watching them dance to his own amusement. Because that sounds like something he would do. And
You
if
know,
he
if
said
I could
he's
do that, I'd just spend all day doing that too.
you know, it's actually pretty fun. Try and find something new. You know, like we passed by like one of them cocoa plants, and I grabbed one of the little pods, and I had them dancing yesterday, and it's just the darndest thing.
That does sound like the darndest thing.
It does sound like the darndest thing. Um,
Possibly one of the darndest things.
there it is, second level. Um, but yeah, if he says that he's doing anything else, I'll retcon that in that he's working on something in particular. And of course, Marcus, as always, if there's anything you're working on, you can be.
You just see that Marcus is just kind of sitting in the, and he's just reading.
Oh, okay. All right. So for the next day of travel, let me get a D100. D1 honey.
I got it. Damn it. 2 numbers off.
Very close.
So close.
I feel like if we hit 69, we're gonna meet a traveling group of concubines.
Yeah, we may see a card spontaneous orgy on the spot.
Just
I mean, Critical Role did it.
they're there. God damn it. Look, I love Matt Mercer, but I'm not Matt Mercer. I'm my own person. Who's to
know.
say you roll the funny number and you don't find a reverse harem, okay? Just a bunch of naked men. What are you going to do about that, huh?
I don't know.
Well,
don't
shit,
get
if
me-
they're doing
don't-
it,
yeah.
might as well go in.
Yeah, don't get me started on what I'll do.
Uh-oh.
I mean, I don't want
Oh,
to
boy.
be the guy that wasn't peer pressured.
I'm ready.
My body is ready! As you travel along, a couple of hours into your journey, about
Is do a what we call a body check on somebody. So today, I think we'll do it with Reggie.
I'm just
oh,
thinking about harems now.
My body is ready.
my body is ready. Very good.
That is it. That's the content.
Yep.
This is way longer than I thought it would be. What the hell?
Skip it!
Just lightweight or
I can't.
heavy clothing.
Oh fuck! I have to do it. All right. So, uh, as you travel along, you come across what is essentially a felled tree. This is blocking your path from continued travel. Obviously, your ankylosaur would be able to get over it easy enough. However, the cart wheels, you figure will probably suffer. It's a particularly thick, but like old and rotted tree that has fallen over.
I'll lift the cart.
You'll lift the. Okay.
I mean, can't the
I'll
ankylosaur
use-
just push it
I
out
will
of
use-
the way? Like, how big's this tree?
Big enough where the ankylosaur could have pushed it out of the way, but I don't know. I think Ed wants to lift the
Um,
car.
I was thinking it would save us like an hour, or well, not an hour, but like a long time.
I'm sorry, I was looking at the maps that Beck.
I'll. If it saves time to help the ankylosaurus push it, I'll use giant smite to do that.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it would save some time. So I'll let you, since like we'll count it more as like it's helping you. So I guess make an advantage strength check.
How badly could this go?
And you count as huge for moving things big.
Wow, that's not good, but I mean,
It's if you're making yourself larger, then in addition to with the ankylosaur, it would have lowered the DC. So yeah, with the 14,
It's also
you're,
moving, lifting, pushing things, which he counts as huge right now because he's large.
yeah. So yeah, you easy enough. You're able to push it out of the way and continue on your travels. You only lose about a half hour.
how do the wheels look? I remember last time this happened, that was fucked up. That fucking sucked.
Upon a general sort of like looky-loo over them, they seem fine enough. But you know what? Make me an investigation check.
Haha, no. I will not.
No?
I'm gonna have someone else do that.
Walter will do it because he fixed these wheels last.
Walter,
Very
you get
well.
the right side, you get the left side.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Alright, well, there we go.
I will add Lane's necklace.
Very well. Yeah, yep, that'd still be there. Yeah. He's not dead, so everything's good. No, we already know he's
yeah.
not dead, obviously.
I'm...
Okay, so wow, good checks. Jarvis, on your side, you notice that you're on the side. Would he have been present? I believe you met him right after that.
Yeah, I don't think he was there when the card actually did get fucked up.
Because it got fucked up twice, right? There was a time that Walter fixed it, but then there was a time that you guys with the were rats.
Oh, he was with us? No, that was actually, that was right before us.
That was right before that town, so yes.
Yeah.
He would
So
not have
Walter wasn't with you, and Jarvis wasn't with you. Yeah.
And that's
So
on the side
Jarvis,
Jarvis was looking?
yeah, he's
I'm
looking on that side. So yeah, so Jarvis, you'd notice that one of these wheels was in fact a couple of the spokes were more recently damaged and seemed to be like sort of hastily replaced. It looks like it's holding up for now, but you do see that one of the hastily replaced spokes does seem to have sort of like a hairline crack to it that has definitely been expanding, and it will fail in the near future if nothing is done about it.
I start
Uh,
mending.
Very well. Walter, on your side, uh, you're on the side where you have in fact fixed this before, and everything looks fine, tip top shape, and all that.
Man,
I got a hair
that's some
fracture over
great
here.
craftsmanship right there.
Oh yeah, your work holds up.
Well, whatever's happening over there isn't the same over here. This wheel spoke is a bit.
Wait, what's wrong with that
Practice.
wheel?
Oh, man, I fuck it
runs
up.
around.
I
When
pulled
did
out
this happen?
Don't know. Currently fixing it.
I'm dead for 2 months and you mess up the cart?
Don't look at me.
I'm not
Hey,
talking to you.
it fucking wheels fucking turn, okay?
Wheels fucking turn.
Well, Walter, you see what had happened was we were besieged by rat people.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they set a little ambush for us to get us stuck.
Well, just give me a few minutes here and I'll have this thing fixed.
Almost turned
I
Marcus
think
into a
even
rat.
with mending, that might just extend the temporary fix. I'll gather some sticks or small logs
Huh?
from the side of the road,
Actually-
and I'll.
I actually don't think you'll need to do that because I have working wood with me.
Oh,
Today.
yeah. Okay, I'll start working on making new spokes.
Oh yeah, that's right. You had collected some wood previously.
Yeah, I did. I wasn't sure if
Um,
I was making wands or statues with it.
Alrighty. So yes, I guess just make me a carpentry tools check.
It would be wood
Uh,
carvers, actually.
Right, wood carvers, wood carvers.
I'm gonna give him advantage.
Very well.
I'll add Lane's necklace
Yeah.
because I can.
True, true. Yeah, easy enough. You replace all three of the hastily thrown in their spokes, and you're looking at this back left wheel, we'll say, and it's looking like it's good. This puppy will get you plenty of miles. As a matter of fact, you for some reason tap it on top of it, almost as if you're about to say this will get us many miles, and then you stop yourself from saying it because you don't know why. But what is Hulk out? Scream in a rage and grow 2 sizes. Your strength and constitution also increase to 4. Yeah, okay. Get the fuck out of
Sounds
here.
good. Sounds good. The robo component is when he says it's Hulkin time, and then Hulk all over the place.
Oh man, I really should have made it Mormon time.
I love Hulkin time. But yeah, so it's more closer to, we'll say, like 45 minutes by the time everything's all said and done and the new spokes are placed in. But you know. And hold on. Why the fuck is my dad texting me? Is he like literally in the other room? Don't do that. Okay. So as you're traveling along after the tree, about another 2 hours pass when all of a sudden, a good enough distance down the road where you'd be able to stop in time, you see what sort of looks like a little I don't know if furrow would necessarily be the right word, but you know, like the comical like Looney Tunes, like little dirt mound, and
Okay, so it's just a mound.
I guess so. Yeah. Yes, I did
Like,
get the text.
I like a good mound.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. Sorry, my dad like went to T-Mobile and switched from Verizon, and he's like testing stuff with his new phone. He's got like a better
Did you hear
smartphone.
what I said, Dylan?
No, what?
Exactly, you were talking to your dad.
Yeah.
You said
Owned,
nothing,
owned,
bitch.
owned.
My point. He could have heard something, but he was talking to his dad.
That's not how this works.
Shut the fuck up.
Right, but like you heard me
I didn't hear you.
talking to him.
Right.
Right, you heard me talking to him, and I heard you guys talking. I just haven't immediately answered anything that was said to me. But I
Right.
did still hear y'all talking. But you notice how you could have heard me talking while you were talking
I
to your
couldn't have
mom.
because I muted myself and I lowered you.
Excuses.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, you see this furrow of sorts in the ground, little mound, and it seems to be like slowly approaching you, but then like all of a sudden it like pops and out pops a little kobold.
The fuck? Is this more the Cobalt
How
Caravan
fast
stuff?
was it?
How fast was it?
Yeah.
Wait, was
Like literally like Bugs Bunny levels. Like he was just like
Oh, this dude was like tooling.
yeah,
Okay.
he was like tooling it, and you do notice you could see it. It kind of came from like the jungle and then onto the road and along the road for a little bit, and then it popped out. It wasn't the full length of the road. And he just kind of like stands there and he waits for you guys to like approach to his position.
You
And
good, dude?
once you get up like alongside him, he
Do you need
reaches
directions?
into a little satchel.
Because I'm pretty sure Albuquerque's that way.
He looks at you kind of
Nice.
confused. He
Oh,
pulls
he
out
wouldn't
a
have made that
card.
reference because that's something
My
more
name is
Lane,
Walter
not
White.
Lane, Aaron would make.
Yeah, that probably would be an Aaron thing. He'll pull out the little card and he just go, Walter Smith.
Oh shit! It's your parents.
I
Oh,
hope at least.
Walter will reach out.
He will reach into his little satchel and he'll, while it just looks like one of those like you know like little leather you know,
Bags
like
of holding.
mail carrier bag. You think it is in fact a bag of holding, and he'll pull out with both of his little clawed hands uh, a pretty large package for his size, and sort of like it's wrapped in you know like brown paper, tied up with twine, you know like at the little crisscross, and then tucked under the twine is an envelope, and he'll hand it up to you.
Walter does not know thank you in Draconic, so he'll just say thank you, merci, and then thank you in Dwarvish, whatever the hell that is.
Thanks. No.
Hey,
uh,
thanks, lad.
thanks, lad. He just he gives you a little
Cobalt, I
thumbs
gotta
up.
send something out.
He'll give Walter the thumbs up, and then he'll look at you and just go, like expectantly waiting for whatever it is that you're attempting to send.
Are you able to wait 5 minutes?
Oh man, you know they got tight schedules here.
You saw how fast he was digging.
he nods.
Okay. He runs back to the cart, and he rips out like one of the back pages of the book that he was reading, and he starts writing on it.
I can't believe you
Okay.
did that to a book.
Oh, like one of those blank pages in the
blank
back.
pages,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I don't know if that was a thing back then, but sure.
Say, did you just take one of my books?
No, it was a book I had.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's just gonna write. He's gonna write, and then he's going back to the kobold, and he gives it to him. And I'm finishing what like the letter says to you in DM.
Okay. He holds it. He looks at it and he goes, "No, envelope."
Uh,
Uh,
you can use my envelope. Hold on. Walter like takes out the letter from his envelope, and then actually, is there anything special written on the envelope?
It just says Walter in like flowing script that you recognize to be your mother's handwriting.
Oh, mother.
Oh,
He'll
mother.
scratch it out and then give it to
Owned.
give
Dude,
it.
so owned.
He'll give it to Marcus. Marcus needs it. His family's a practical family. They reuse envelopes.
Very well. Recycling before it's a thing. Very good. Very
The
good.
only thing your mother sees is Walter aggressively scratching out her name.
If you want, I
That's
can make it a
so
lot easier to deal with. You don't have
Oh,
to scratch it.
that's what it says.
okay. So I want to clarify something for okay. Just for my own things. So you had sent them the letter. The last letter you sent them was back in Austin, right? You have said nothing to them since you've perished,
I
right?
sent
Like,
them a letter in New Nyanzaru after
right.
Walter was back from the dead, and it's like, oh my god, sorry, I haven't said anything. I've been dead for a while, but now I'm a dwarf, or like something
Okay.
along those lines. Like he kind of recapped things a bit.
Alrighty. So then I need to check something so as to properly tell you what would be in this letter.
Also, if you want, I could make it so the envelope doesn't look like it's scribbled on.
Is that a
Sh-
problem?
No, I'm just saying it makes it look nicer.
trying to look at something here. Don't fucking.
Yeah, I mean, if
Oh,
Marcus
I
is
didn't.
sending a.
I'm like, why the fuck is that on my bio?
Marcus is sending a letter to, I don't know, like
Okay.
Abraham Lincoln or something. They want a letter to look clean.
I
So,
totally agree.
because I can essentially use mending to just get rid of the writing.
Mending doesn't do that.
It does.
Is it?
I
If you
Post mending.
Mending is like the only spell in D&D.
Precipitation
Alright.
could probably do it.
Mending.
Yeah,
break,
it breaks,
turn, and
tear, or break. I don't think it
does
doesn't
nothing
really
along
like it
those
doesn't
lines.
it wouldn't remove ink or something.
No, it'd be like restoring the paper back to its original form.
That's not what it does, though.
Never mind then.
Yeah, but like Walter probably does a thing where he like opens the first like fifth of the envelope and then the paper starts to come off and then he like goes down the side and then rips that and then takes the paper out. So
You could mend that, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably
Could
torn a little bit.
Could Prestidigita Hoo Ha potentially remove ink?
Maybe?
Because you'd
If
be
you
cleaning the paper.
this is the real shit that D&D players talk about.
blood from a crime
So if you had prestidigitation, I'd say you could reasonably remove the ink
Sure,
from it.
I can do that then.
Okay.
I just
So,
get
yeah.
rid of my message for today and have prestidigitation.
Oh man, I wasted so
Alright,
much
yeah, fuck it.
like charcoal on that.
You just burn more charcoal than that. That's how charcoal works, right?
Kinda?
The kobold will if you well actually no, you handed Marcus the envelope, so he'll just kinda like look at you, Marcus, for the envelope.
Okay. I have to write who it goes to, so I just take out and I write who it's to.
Okay. And then I imagine you'll just hand it to him, he'll tuck the letter inside of that, take it, and then immediately just put it into the bag. And then he will hold out his little clawed hand.
Okay. Perfect.
He wants payment.
Yeah, you think that he wants you to pay him for sending it.
He gives him a high five at first, and
He
then
like looks at his
Yeah.
hand after that, really confused. Then looks up at you like, what? And then he
uh,
puts his hand back out again.
he hands him a gold coin.
He takes it. He like bites it. He goes, okay, and then he tucks it into like a little money pouch on the other side of his belt. He looks around at the rest of you like to see if anyone else wants to send anything.
I don't want to send anything, but have you heard anything from New York?
New York is crater.
I fucking hope so. Best timeline. New York
Jesus.
gone.
Can't wait for
New
the
York
Fallout
State.
campaign.
New York State. New York State.
There,
Um,
we are receiving reports of bombs falling in New York and Pennsylvania.
he just says,
They took Albany.
he just like
They can have it.
shrugs.
Right?
yeah, they can have it. They can have it.
Oh my god, dude. Fucking
He,
Albany.
he'll just shrug and he'll say to you, President, New York, all good. And then he just kind of like gives you a toothy grin.
All right. Then I take out a piece of paper, write some stuff down. Essentially, just saying to my father, I was going to find westward. I am currently in a band of adventurers, currently discovering new things in this world. Currently investigating a Warforge facility. Should be interesting. Hope to see you eventually.
Okay,
Signed, JavaScript.
alrighty.
Oh man, Alaska is Russian right now.
Duh.
Yep.
He's good.
Da. So yeah, I will make a makeshift envelope by folding the paper.
Okay. He will take that well enough, and I imagine on the outside of it, you're right. You know, like who it's going to,
Yeah.
essentially, like your father. Okay.
My father.
And he will take that from you and put it into his little bag of holding, and then he will hold out his hand.
What is the current rate nowadays?
Here, New York. Mm, 2 gold.
Oh, I hand him 2 gold.
Okay, he will take that.
New
He
York
will
far?
bite each of them, and then
Literally on the other side of the continent.
he looks at you and he
Oh.
goes, "Very far."
Oh yeah. All right. That's what I mean.
The only thing that's further is Maine.
I don't know what a continent is.
We're on it right now.
Oh,
Walter will
very
actually
constant.
pull out a map and
Big island.
of the continental United States and continental America, not North
Yeah.
America,
Okay.
and point to where we currently are, and then point to where New York is.
Okay. Why isn't the rest of it a continent?
Like, the rest of it is a continent.
Oh.
This whole actually no, were continents a thing yet?
I think
Yeah.
that the idea of them was, yeah. Yeah, the kobold will just look mildly confused after that, and if no one else goes to hand him anything, he will literally just like just start digging a hole in the ground right
Wait,
there.
I don't want to actually send anything physical. I just want to give you my best wishes and good safe travels.
He stops like about like 2 feet into the ground, looks up at you, and gives you a toothy grin and goes, "Thank," and then he just right back under again.
Oh man, fucking love those guys.
Bro, he's gonna make New York in like 3 hours.
Faster
Maybe like
than a
3
jet.
days.
Jesus Christ.
There's just and you seem to notice as he starts digging the hole to leave, there are like little bits of dirt like coming out of the hole behind him, but when you look down the road towards where he popped out, it seems as if it's all just kind of filled itself. It's not there anymore. And then like a new little like furrow starts to appear as he like goes off and like takes a hard right off into the jungle and snakes and disappears until eventually like it's all just obscured by the foliage. Uh yeah, Walter, do you read the letter?
Yes.
Alrighty.
I was just gonna use
Uh,
this toilet paper.
So, no. I'm just asking if you read it first or if you're opening the
I'm
package
reading it for
first.
what kind of asshole do you think Walter is?
Look. My
Oh,
my
shut up,
one
Mom.
brother,
Go away.
my one brother is a dick. Every time he gets a Christmas card, he literally, or like a birthday card, he just shakes out whatever's in it first, looks at that and goes, "Oh yay!" And then like he pockets it and then he reads.
I always
Um,
literally sit down to the side so I can read.
See, that's why
Regardless
you
of-
like write in the envelope. It's like you can only take this if you have if you're admitting to a crime and like he's already taken it, so he reads it. It's like, uh-oh.
yeah. So essentially, uh, it kind of starts out like the whole um I can't believe you died.
Fuck.
Nobody told us. How are you back?
I think he would have mentioned that he specifically said he didn't want to have them told because he knew there was a way that he could possibly be brought back.
I thought you just said earlier that you did tell them that you passed away and that you're a dwarf now.
Yeah, he explained a lot in his letter.
Right. Okay. Well, so it's more like, I guess, not that she doesn't know because you told her, but you know what I mean. Whatever.
Yeah.
So essentially, it goes on a little bit like a Mrs. Weasley rant of like, no, Cargon, you could have died, you could have been seen, but yeah, but of course, like you realize that she was, incredibly worried about you after not hearing from you for a while, then getting that all of a sudden. Um, she mentions how your father was worried as well, but he's not much one for writing, so that's why she's writing. Uh, but
She
he
does the
hopes.
bookkeeping.
Yeah, she does. She does the bookkeeping. Um, he hopes that you're well and everything. And it'll be interesting to see that you finally grew some stubble on your face. Um, he said while he's obviously always loved you and cared for you, but now you'll look a little bit more like a real man. um, and eventually, she kind of like she says how if you're in the area and if you're able to, but don't go out of your way if you can't to check in on your grandma because it's been a while since she's wrote them. But they think that's just because she's just been enjoying herself out there and not really worrying about keeping in contact, as well as uh, your family friend. I know I'm going to end up saying this wrong because
Zareth.
you've even called him. It's Zareth. Yeah, I was going to say Zarin by accident. Zareth. Uh, he was there to visit them around the time that they received the letter. So
That would have been like
he,
2 days ago.
yeah, he's you assume that he's still in the area over there. Look, these kobolds are fast, man. The letter delivery is whoosh, but he was in the area for some business, essentially, and as a sort of a way of coming up with a solution to attempt to better keep you alive over the past 2 days, your mother determined that they would give you a little gift of sorts, and that's what's in the package there. Uh, and it seems to have been a collaborative effort between your father and the family friend that they sprung the money for this. Which she said, don't ask them how much they spent because they had to call in a few favors. But yeah, and the gift is in the package. However, it is not specified what it is.
He opens it.
Very well. Inside,
4 capes
uh,
of billowing.
it's 4 whole capes of billing. No, uh, I believe you said you wanted it was a
Belt of Hill Giant Strength.
yes, belt of Hill Giant Strength. So essentially, you see this belt. This is kind of big, kind of big. I've always kind of pictured them as like WWE-esque. However, it's got some. I wonder if Ed would recognize. Oh no, it'd be Stone would be more, but you definitely think that it's sort of giant in its style and make, but not quite your cousins. Maybe like your second cousins.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, if you
I
want
do have a I have a hill rune.
Oh yeah, that's right. You do have a hill rune. So you would notice some smaller sort of like, I guess, hill giant esque dialect runes carved into uh because I believe it's like it's like a leather belt, but there's like a metal piece towards like the buckle area, and I would say it's like engraved with that. And there's a couple of like little what seem to be like animal teeth and stuff like stitched into it just to add to the flair and flavor of the belt. And yeah, that's what you got. You got your belt of hill giant strength.
All right, Walter will be like, "Oh, cool, new belt." Not really thinking that it's magic.
Yeah, yeah.
Looks
Hey Walter,
pretty-
I usually ain't the one to say this, but this is a pretty big deal.
yeah,
Why? Oh, now
Um,
that you mentioned it, this looks like one of those runes you have.
yeah, yeah. That'll make you probably stronger than me.
Stronger than
It
you? Walter's
definitely
eyes
makes
like
sense.
sparkle.
Yeah.
I recommend you spend some time with it.
Oh, okay. I'll just. He puts it on, and like it's kind of big on him right now.
Yeah, it's quite large.
Attuned to the energies within.
Yeah, I feel like when you're not attuned to it, it is most definitely like a WWE like championship belt or something like that. Just this ridiculous thing that covers most of your stomach and shouldn't be that big.
Yeah, the image for belts of giant strength, like they have like shoulder pieces and it goes over and there's like a gem in the middle.
It can vary, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
let me
one's
take a
probably been
peep at this.
personalized a little bit.
Yeah, I'd say that. I'd say you'd probably see. Actually, yeah, as a matter of fact, on the inside of the belt, uh, you'd recognize Zareth's handwriting, uh, but it's in Dwarvish, which you would now understand.
No, I already
Or
understood it.
all right, yeah, you do understand it, right? Right. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting that. And yeah, sorry, my brain is like a literal fucking dumb tonight.
Love
I apologize. Um, you would see it says to help you keep your pants up, Sonny. It's
Oh,
just carved into there in Dwarvish runes.
Zareth. I wear overalls. Sort of. Not
Belt of
really. It's
strength.
an apron over pants and a shirt.
Belt of hill giant strength reshaped look like overalls.
That'd be wild.
No, I'm not. I hate overalls.
Oh.
Kind of alright. But yeah. Besides that though, the kobold now gone. Letters mailed. Package received. Uh, nothing else eventful happens for that day.
Walter will take a short rest after getting it, and then have it shrink down to like a normal belt for him.
Yeah, you can short rest on the ankylosaur.
Yep. So easy enough. You do that and attune to the belt.
I have a plus 11 to hit now.
He's
Jesus.
strong.
Um,
Wait, is 21 plus 5 or plus 6?
Plus 5.
Oh, it's plus 5.
um, sorry. Trying to think. Right. D100.
I'll do it.
That's it. Your night goes by uneventfully.
At one point during the night, Walter and Ed
Oh.
do an arm wrestle
Six.
just to see what happens. If Ed's up for it.
Yeah, fuck it.
You can arm wrestle? Okay. All right, sure. I guess contested strength, right? So
Yeah. I won't giant smite.
I will grit my teeth for this.
Yeah, you better.
I'll
Um,
add Lane's necklace to this.
Oh my
okay.
god.
All right.
I'm
Nope.
not used to it yet.
Yeah, you'll get used to it.
You
With
don't outright beat him, but like it's not an immediate defeat. He does put up a little bit of a fight.
yeah, holy shit.
That went way better
Well.
than the last time we had an arm wrestle. Remember, you made me like spin like 3 times in the air.
I almost snapped your elbow off.
You what?
I don't think I was there for that one.
No, it was when we first met.
Yeah.
Well, it was after we first met because we met in a fight. But
Yep.
afterwards.
Yeah, I was probably back in the woods still.
No, it was Tennessee?
Back in Murfreesboro.
In the woods.
In the
Yeah, I was waiting for someone to do that. Yeah. Yeah, no, but I was probably still in Yellowstone looking for Bigfoot.
You might not actually have arrived yet. I think.
I don't know.
Or
I'm
Is that
just
how
a
time works?
recent arrival. Well, from our perspective, you were probably in your time at that time looking for Bigfoot.
What?
I'm
Yeah.
arriving.
Oh, good heavens, I'm arriving.
Oh dear.
I'm on my way. I'll be there shortly.
I'm about to culminate.
I do
God.
believe I'm approaching the climatic conclusion.
Oh, this is the end!
Heavens!
Good God, save the queen!
Johnny Harrow!
God, this is awful.
Yeah, possibly the worst.
All right, so you rolled a 66.
66.
We're on.
3 off from funny. No.
We're now
Route
farther.
66.
Here.
Gonna
We're on
go
the
through
highway.
Radiator Springs.
On this day of your travel, it gets particularly hot.
But
So much so that I need everybody make me Constitution saving throw, please.
I'm sorry.
I got a +4. Oh my god.
I'm going to switch.
Oh yeah, I do because of my cock ring.
I'm
Oh
also
no, I
going
do
to
because of the escort quest. I wouldn't have that,
No,
right?
you don't have that. I've been giving
Okay,
everyone
so-
boring
Lore
lore
quests.
quests every day.
Can
Not
you
everyone.
post that again? Can you post that again? I don't know what that does.
I'm also paying to bless for the
Irrelevant to your personality's ideals bonds. Does me really hating the heat have to
Probably,
do with my
actually.
my personality ideals and flaws?
You
Yeah, sure.
madman, Jarvis.
Okay.
I'll allow it.
I was
Cool.
just doing bless just
Cool,
in case.
thanks.
Fuck me.
That is Bruce. That should not have been an advantage, but nonetheless, I take the first roll, and I need to roll for.
Bruce would be
Aaron.
immune.
Oh yeah, that's right. Bruce would be immune.
He makes the contract anyways because he wants to flex on the haters.
Yeah. And this would be
Jarvis,
Aaron's.
Jarvis Saints.
roll. Okay, so Ed's good. Jarvis is good. Aaron is not good. Bruce is fine. Marcus, you rolled the GM. It's hot. And Walter, you rolled the yeah. So Walter, Marcus, and Aaron would all take a point of exhaustion,
Oh!
even though you're not really actually like exerting yourself. You're sitting in the cart. It's just that hot of a day. It's really beaten down
Good
and it's really
heavens.
muggy. You don't like it. Clothes is getting all sticky. It's sticking to your skin. It's like a
Sorry,
second
Jarvis,
layer.
I'm not helping you today. I'm going to be making more water because we're sweating too much.
Even so, how?
Help me, you
Help.
sweaty bitch.
I'm spending my time purifying water.
This is a good use of your time. And we'll say you move another one. Have I been accurately 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah, right? Or do I have to move it one more?
One more.
One more.
There's one more. You're right. Okay, so you'd be down there already. And the day drags on. It does feel particularly long. Not very nice. Even though for those of you that passed your Constitution checks, it is just a terrible, awful time.
Even for me?
I mean, like you're not sweating like they are, but it's just still kind of like a general mood thing. You know, like
It
you've got
fucking
3 people.
sucks.
Yeah, you've got 3 people that are sitting there like literally dying from the heat. It's not a good mood. Morale is suffering today.
I mean, your metal arms are probably irritating your stubs.
They actually,
They're
they
glowing.
probably would be. They're not glowing, but yeah, you do have like a little bit of a phantom itch. I'd say even though the heat's not bothering you in terms of sweating and exhaustion, yeah, you have a little bit of a phantom itch. But then the sun would begin to go down, and the day would set on this awful day. And then we go into the next day of travel, which someone else roll me a D100, and while you do that, I'm gonna go pee real quick. BRB.
All right, instead of a D100, we're gonna roll
A
initiative.
4?
We're gonna roll initiative.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
let's go. Oh, look at that, a palindrome.
Yes!
Oh yeah, you don't have advantage anymore.
Nope. We're back to the classic.
Alrighty.
It's
I'm
four.
back. What'd you roll? You rolled a 4. Okay. hold
4.
Mm.
on. Alrighty. As you begin your travel on this day,
Okay.
you, some of you still a little, not as hot, but still a little sticky from the day before. Begin to hear a noise in the distance. At first, you can't quite make it out over the usual din of the rainforest around you. However, as time passes, it begins to sound closer, more distinct, a buzzing, a droning of sorts. And sounds like either a large or a large number of insects.
Ah, shit.
Didn't
Is anyone else
Gabe give us his gourd of insect repellent?
Yeah. I think so.
Let's start rubbing that on.
Alright, no bugs.
Alrighty. So you all begin applying your insect repellent. So I guess mark down there's 6 of you total.
I should probably tell you how many. Luke, you have it in the bag of holding, right?
Let me double check. I believe did Gabe give us 2?
Let me look what was in his inventory.
I believe y'all had one that you guys bought, and then he bought an additional one.
Yeah, he had 2.
Yeah. Okay. So we had
And there
one-
was 40 uses total. So we've used 6 now.
Okay.
Alrighty. So you all put on the insect repellent, and uh, shortly after you do that, you notice as a particularly
Put insect repellent on Karth.
Kothar? Yeah. All right.
Kothar. That's it.
Probably got like tough skin, but yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna rub it on a soft bits.
on his okay. If you're
All
gonna
right.
put it on him, he's pretty large.
He
I'll
is
say
pretty
that
large.
that's 2 uses.
All right.
So you put insect repellent on Kothar, and yeah, about 20 minutes after you guys apply your repellent, what you think at first to be like this low-hanging cloud over the tops of the trees, ends up coming down over the section of road uh, immediately, like right on top of you, and like for a good 100 feet past. And but then you realize it's like you're like focusing on it, and you're like, oh yeah, that's not a cloud. It's literally just this massive horde of mosquitoes and black flies and gnats and stuff. However, they seem to be giving you just enough. It's almost like it's almost like you have like a little force field around yourselves, and they're just staying away enough. You don't end up getting bit by anything. You do see a few of them like fly in and go to land on some of the parts of Kothar that aren't repelled, but as you said, he has tough skin, and it only seems like a couple of mosquitoes get through and bite him and grab some of his blood.
No. Off.
He's just slap him away.
Scram.
They're just around, and
Yeah. Fuck you too. Beat it.
but they do land inside of the cart, and in different places, and you do have to occasionally swat them away, but nothing ends up biting you or hurting you at all, actually. Uh, and then you pass through that area, and the bugs slowly drift away, and you're fine for the rest of the day and night. Y'all started rolling initiative. This bugs me.
It
I
is
hate that.
tradition.
And we'll go one more. Let's see, how many more days would it be? It would be 1, 2, 3, 3 more days, and you'll be there. Alrighty. Yeah. Roll me a D100, anybody.
I guess I got it.
I hate travel sessions. Cause I'm not creative. Alrighty.
No Xanathar guide, there's a random encounter and table for jungle scenarios, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
It's what he's been using.
Like the fucking bug cloud.
The bug cloud. Right, that one. Alrighty. Check something real quick. Check a little thing. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Okay. During this day of travel, hold on. Alrighty. Sorry. During this day of travel, after a couple hours or so of just following the road, you hear Uh, actually, make me anyone could do this. Make me a perception check. Okay. Alrighty. Oh yeah. Okay. You would notice, Walter. You would just briefly think that you see something uh, in the jungle just off the road. However, Helfreen would definitely pick it up and see it. There appears to be what looks like humanoid figures waiting on the left and right hand sides of the road.
Oh hell.
There seems to be, with a 24, you spot about 3 on the left and 4 on the right. All kind of like relatively close to the road, looking like they're just ready to spring out at any unsuspecting passerby.
What is it again?
Humanoid figures. You see, what would I say? 3 on the left-hand side, 4 on the right-hand side. Further down the road, they appear to be like ready to spring out on any unsuspecting passerby.
Are they just like crouched low?
Yeah, they're crouched low. Pretty sort of like camouflage. Like they seem to have like leaves and stuff like stuck to their clothing, and their faces are covered in some sort of
Does Halfreen only see this, or does Walter also see this?
Halfrin would have seen it. Walter, you thought maybe you saw a humanoid figure for a moment, but you just kind of like you caught it and then like passed over it.
I believe Halfreen understands languages but can't speak them, so they'll just point them out to me. They come back, and I will say, "Seems like we got some tollmen up ahead."
Should I stop?
You know what? No, keep going. Be
All right.
casual.
Okay, we're casual. Yeah, we're staying cool.
Alrighty. As you get within about 50 feet, you see one of these individuals just kind of step out into the middle of the road and stand there.
Is it a grung?
I will slow down.
He looks to be. Oh yeah, you'd notice this. He looks to be a tabaxi.
What's up?
So, here's how this is gonna work, okay? You got this big dinosaur, but there's a lot of us around here. I think you're gonna give up the dinosaur, and you're gonna give up the cart.
There's only 5 of you.
That you can see.
No, I'm pretty sure there's 5. And I believe Zeus here is getting hungry. Right, Zeus?
Bark.
That's what joke.
Walter pokes his head over Ed's shoulder and looks at the Shibatsu. Actually, I have a better idea. How about I give you some water and we go about our business? Water's pretty valuable in here.
Make a persuasion check.
As Zeus does also hop down.
I will use Lane's necklace.
You're right. You're right. Water is important. It's definitely something we can use.
I'm gonna step off or hop off the ankle sword. I'm gonna use Giant's Might,
That
and
works too.
I'm going to attempt to pick him up by his head.
Oh boy. Alrighty. So yeah, so like you, as you're like stepping down after he says that bit about the water, he just goes, "But you know, we could just take it from you," and then you get big,
Mhm.
and you immediately try to grab him by the head. This would be, I guess, is it?
It'd be a grapple check, but is
Grapple
he
check.
surprised by it? Because he was distracted by the deal.
It would be an athletics fix.
I have advantage on it anyway.
And the guy either has to make his own athletics or an acrobatics, whatever's better for them.
Yeah, give me a second. Give me a second here. I gotta.
I'll give you your roll.
Yeah.
Jesus
give me that.
Christ.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I know, I always hate this. It's like I have something and then I'm like. Alright.
Watch it just be like at the backseat scout, stat block, or something. I don't fucking know.
Ed's like, you know, you look kind of damp. Let me wring you out real quick.
Okay.
That fur can't be comfortable all soaked with water.
Gimme. Because now I gotta find the fucking stuff. I'm garbage, I know. Oh, yeah, here you go. I know.
I mean,
what
can you, if it can possibly beat a 29 in acrobatics?
I doubt anything unless I custom made it to specifically say "fuck you" is gonna beat
Yeah.
that 29.
Yeah, well, that's that's how I made this character.
That's when I just go, oh my god! So remember those other horsemen? Wow, it's a no. Legendary? No, that's fucking bullshit.
Legendary resistance wouldn't work on this. Is this check?
Yeah. Okay, alrighty. You're gonna hate me. You go to grab him, and he just very narrowly sidesteps you. I rolled a natural
Alright.
20.
Okay,
It's
okay.
the only reason you don't have him right now is I rolled a natural 20. And he kind of like, in his sidestep, he kind of like skids through the dirt a little bit, and he looks up in your like now taller direction and hisses at you.
Oh, come on
Wait,
with
wait,
that
I thought
shit.
nat 20s didn't matter on skill checks.
Yeah.
Nat 20 is our house rule. Anyway, so
But you ruled in the past that nat 20 didn't.
Flavor of the moment, man.
Yeah, flavor of the moment. Don't worry about it. Don't fucking
I'm
argue
fine.
with me.
I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. I'm
I
fine
mean,
with it.
I was gonna say it's free XP. I was like, no, we're on milestone.
No.
Yeah, you're on milestone. Also, he grapples and kills everything immediately anyway. So give
It's
me my
true. It's
moment.
true.
Fuck you.
I will give the DM. I will give the DM one moment.
Thank
One
you.
failed athletics check.
Walter
I
looks into the
appreciate
backseat
it.
and says, "I'm about to level up, and you look like just enough XP."
That's on my Epic Gamer T-shirt.
Yeah. So he's just like, okay, all right, okay. Let's think about this for a moment. All right?
Walter is now brandishing his pitchfork.
You're out in the middle of the jungle, miles away from help. Do you really want to do this?
I don't know. Do you need help? Because I think we're fine.
We're pretty strong.
Proceeds to have arm blade
don't-
extend out.
Walter looks at him. I don't think you know who you're dealing with. We're the spirit chasers, and you're gonna get messed up because you picked the wrong group of friends to take on. We're gonna defeat you with the power of friendship.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, Walter. Yes. Yes, that was so good.
Sure.
Fuck yes.
Can that mean
What would that?
intimidation?
Yeah, make me an intimidation check.
Am I assisting at all with my arm blade being extended?
I'd say, you know what? I'll give you advantage because Ed's fucking massive.
It's the power of friendship.
It's the
I'll
power
add
of
Blaine's
friendship.
necklace.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, again with this shit.
I mean, it's a
Um,
proficiency bonus, Max.
Okay.
Hold on.
I'm also gonna grit my teeth now.
Be a hero. Right out in the spot. This here's travel. I think this applies to boring lore quests, so I'll look at this again. I'll re-roll it just cause.
Oh, okay.
No, that's worse. I'll keep the original.
So 15. All right. I'll take a step back and go.
Hold on. Flash of genius.
Flash of
That's a 20.
God damn it! All right. He'll take a couple of steps back and go. All right. Clearly, we picked the wrong people to mess with. So you know what? Let's act like we never saw each other.
No. I mean, y'all want something, right? We got some stuff in the cart, and y'all would be doing this if you didn't need some help. So,
My God.
what do you need? A little gold, a little. I got some fucking real good booze in my bag.
That's fine.
A lot of checks here. Make a persuasion check.
All right. Roll a 2.
You have a +6 to persuasion?
I'm pretty charismatic.
Yeah, pretty charismatic.
I just remembered I have like 7 pearls on me that I could have sold.
There's another time to sell pearls. We go to D-Town.
He looks really confused about whether or not your offer of help is genuine. Look, I'm not gonna be that guy. I'm not gonna tell you my life story. Yeah, we need stuff. We need supplies. Water mainly that's fresh and clean. There's a group of Derek, what are they called again? You hear from the woods.
Derek.
Dude, I always have
A
an
great
NPC named
tabaxi
Derek.
bandit named Derek.
No. The
I
tabaxi
always
isn't
have a
named
bandit
Derek.
named Derek.
What are the? It's the other bandit that's named Derek. The tabaxi is not named Derek. Derek
there's
will
other,
say,
okay, there's other people.
yeah. There's other people. Derek will say, Yan T. They're snake people.
Oh.
Sneeple.
Sneep.
Really?
Right. Sneeple. Yeah.
Okay.
They might have taken out half of my mercenary company and made them slaves.
Oh shit.
So we've been waiting here to
Rob.
liberate assets from travelers so that we could maybe get them back.
Insight check.
All right, go for it.
That was supposed to be an advantage, but I'll take the 6.
Okay. Seems like he's telling the truth. He still also seems pretty frightened.
Walter's lower the pitchfork at this point.
Mainly of Ed, but yeah.
So
He's
you
the
rob
one that.
people because your mercenaries are imprisoned. I just don't see that reasoning.
You are the first people that we have attempted to liberate goods from so that we could embark on the mission to rescue
Insight
my
check.
compatriots. Go ahead. You have advantage because of the ring.
Yes. Yeah.
Because of vicious.
There is truth to his words, but there's something he's not telling you.
All right. He draws his gun. Cut the bullshit. What actually happened?
We were hired by one of the merchant princes to explore Ziggurat, not far from here in the jungle.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
And upon our excursion, we were in fact ambushed by the snake people.
Which prince?
They were not captured, they are dead. What?
Which prince?
Actually, if I remember right, Jabal.
Jabal's passed.
Ah, shit. Yep.
Has anyone else taken over the contract?
Yeah, I think. Well, I mean, as far as we could tell, well, his wife was sort of like taking over, and it was business as usual. So I probably, yeah. I mean, I think you're good. Well, if you get back to her, you'll probably get paid for it.
I don't think that we'll be getting paid for failure.
Well, I just don't understand why you keep lying.
Well, you figured out what the deal is, right?
No, we never made it to the Ziggurat.
Oh, I thought they was in Ziggurat.
No, we were attacked on the way there.
Shit. Okay.
Right. Well, you know what I suggest you
Do tell.
you give you some coin and you head back home.
I would, but though I've lost half of my men, my company has a reputation to uphold.
Well, here's the thing. Would you rather be alive or have your entire company be destroyed?
We could help.
That's what I'm saying.
If you want to really help,
I mean, I don't know
appreciate
nothing about no Ziggurat. Well, we got places to be. Do we want to do it? I don't know. I don't know how much y'all care about the other thing, because I'm just kind of along till we get to Gate Town.
Look, you don't have to help, but if you're serious about the water bit, we could take it. Like, we would appreciate it, I mean.
How
If
late in the day
you-
is it?
Not quite noon yet.
Okay.
Late morning.
And how long ago were they captured?
They were not captured. They're dead. I lied about that part.
Oh,
Yeah, he did say that they were dead after Marcus pulled out the gun.
alright, and you'll,
Walter will
there's no
proceed.
reason,
Oh, do you continue? Sorry.
then there's no reason for us to go there if it's going to get, but we'll take your words, wisdom, your experience.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with no Sneeple.
Walter will grab the barrel that they're probably storing water in and carry it over because it's probably mostly full from this morning.
Yeah, you've actively been making water, so yeah.
And he brings it over to him and sets it down. And Walter, even though like he's wearing a belt of hill giant strength, he's still super scrawny. Does not look like he's that strong to carry 6 gallons of water.
Out of curiosity, how many men did you have among you that passed?
He will. I don't think. No, they have fingers. Yeah, they have fingers. So he will.
They have fingers.
He'll
Fingers.
snap his fingers, and the initial men that Helfreen had spotted will come off of the sides of the roads for a total of 7 of them. However, from the woods, an additional 6, 3 from each side, much better camouflaged than their other compatriots, armed with longbows, will also come out.
Question for all of you: would you rather go home with your lives intact, with a little coin in your pocket, and live, and respectfully take the defeat, or cause issues?
Look.
I'm offering to give you some coin.
Jarvis, I think they've already decided not to cause issues.
Yeah, we're not going
Oh.
to fight you, but
Alright.
I will say this: what we're being paid to do this job, we really need the money, and what you would offer would not be nearly enough.
Probably.
He'll when you say that, he will like reach into the satchel on his, well, not satchel, more like a pouch on his belt, and he'll pull out like what appears to be like a scroll case, and he'll literally just kind of like slowly walk, still watching Ed the whole time.
Walter's probably
Yeah.
right next to him at this point because he set down the barrel next to him.
Yeah, then he'll just hand it to you, but he's still looking at Ed. He'll hand you this like scroll case.
Oh, read it.
Yeah, essentially it's a contract with his mercenary company known as the Panther's Talon to investigate and recover any potential artifacts or riches from this ziggurat, and in exchange they're all being paid like, hold on, wait, I have it in my notes here, 250 gold apiece.
Okay.
And he said he lost half of his company, and there's about 13 of them standing in front of you, like total, because it was 7 guys plus another 6 came out of the woods.
Well, you know what? I'm obviously not the best talker here, so I'm just gonna go back to my work and let the rest of you guys together this, because all I'm gonna do is just give him a bit of coin, make sure for enough for like food. But as Travis goes back down and starts working on this stuff.
Look, we need food and we need water. If you can spare it, we'd appreciate it.
This barrel is nearly full of water, about 6 gallons. And you'll also hand back the contract.
Yeah, you also would have seen you also would have seen when he handed it to you, the signature besides Jabal's signature, and then like a sort of not necessarily a wax seal, but more like a stamp seal for like Jabal's thing. There's his signature, and you would notice after reading it and handing it back to him and seeing his hands have white fur. The rest of him has black fur for the most part, and he has green eyes, and the signature is Mittens. But yeah, and he'll take that and put it back in his thing and just go. So yeah, that's the deal. But you know, we were about 25 strong, and now we are half that. So yeah, it's gonna be hard, but we got work to do. I mean, if you were interested, and if you had the time, but it seems like you're in a rush, so it's no problem. We could just say that we hired you on as provisional members to replace the ones we lost, and you could take what their pay would be.
Where exactly is this ziggurat?
from where we currently are.
Well,
Actually, I think
we-
it's still marked on the map for you guys. Yeah,
It should be.
that area. Inside of the black square, if the black square is still there.
So it's on the way.
No, that's. We think the Warforge factory is about here.
Yeah, here.
So it's kind of
No, that's where the body was.
Well, yeah, that's where the body was. It's around here is where you think the factory is.
Okay, yeah,
So it's
we
like
would.
you go to the factory, then go to the ziggurat.
If we want to do this and get some extra money, I mean, either way is really fine with me.
Then we can cut him a deal. As you see, Jarvis like connecting like these literal magical like wires encoded with small arcane runes together.
Well,
We could cut him a deal.
Yeah, I mean, if we get the cut that your folks would have gotten,
That's not what I meant, but okay.
250 apiece. The money from the rest of them, I'd already negotiated for, so we would just take that money and divide it evenly to send it to the families of the deceased.
oh,
Well, no. I mean, it's not that you're not getting paid. It's like we lost 12 guys, so you would get the pay of 6. We would combine the pay of the other 6, and then divide it by that, and then send that to their families, and then you'd obviously get what you'd be getting paid the same as the rest of us.
well, that's real good of you.
As I said, we have a reputation to uphold.
Okay, I mean, 250. It's. I mean, I'd be happy to do it, but you know, what do y'all think?
I mean, we would be putting our one objective on hold.
Well, would we?
We'd also have
If
the backtrack if
that's-
we could.
Yeah, maybe we just be like, all right, fuck it, y'all can wait a bit because I guess we got somewhere to go that's sorta only a little bit out of the way, not. I mean, kinda.
And Jarvis would remember, probably, in the Warforge journal and talking with numbers, that the ziggurat probably had a power source that they were looking for.
Oh, that is a good point. What are the chances?
How about this? I gotta. All right. How about y'all help us with what we're looking for, and then we'll do it, and then we'll get the money too, because we're helping you guys, and y'all wouldn't be able to do it without us, because we're strong and shit.
If they're helping us, I think they should get a little bit more. Like we take
It
half
is
of what
a
they would give us.
cooperative effort. It is a cooperative effort of assured benefits.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess we wouldn't. Nobody hired us to do this.
What do you need help finding?
Oh, I don't know. Ask them.
Some sort of factory that's west of here, east of here.
Northeast.
I think it's like directly east.
Oh,
Hold
God,
on. Merrick and another guy will run up. This one, he's one of the archers, and he appears to be a tiefling. And he'll go, yeah, boss. Do you have the map still? Let me get it. Yeah, of course. And he'll pull out essentially like a similar, like, but slightly larger, like sort of scroll case, just like for watertight purposes. And he'll unscrew it and pull out a map and unfold it. And he'll put it just kind of like over the top of the barrel for right now, since it's like the closest thing to serve as like sort of a table. And he goes, "All right," and he'll take out a little little thing, and he goes, "This is where we are," and he'll essentially ping where you guys are. And then he goes, "The ziggurat is over here."
Yeah, we got a good look at it from when we were making our way to New Nansru.
Okay. There is also sort of stone obelisk over here. We've been doing a lot of scouting.
The,
Um,
the place
and you
we're looking
said
for is by a factory sorts by a waterfall.
waterfall. We didn't see a factory, but we saw something that looked like a man-made platform coming off of one of the mountains by a waterfall up here.
That sounds promising.
So, if you were to go to this place and then come back, and then you would be willing, the deal would still stand. We would just end up camping out here for the time being.
If I'm correct, the ziggurat's right here.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we could do that.
Which way does this river flow? Does it flow north?
In actuality, I have no fucking clue.
Because it wouldn't make sense for it to go this way.
What, south?
Well, wait.
Like if it flowed this way?
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense that way, because if it goes north, then it can flow out through not the Athabasca, the Fraser River.
Yeah, I don't know.
Are you talking about the Columbia?
Yeah.
That's the line that you drew, right? That's the Columbia.
Yeah. Where are we? I'm pretty sure the Columbia flows like it's like north in Canada and then south. But before it goes like continuing from there, like goes back past the Oregon border and then into the Pacific, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, so it's flowing south.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like if it goes up through the mountains, it would kind of make sense if it flowed both ways from like the mountain point, if like the the snow melting and then it running off. But well, that's if it's but I don't know. I don't know enough about the geography of Washington.
Yeah,
Never
it
been that
goes
far
it
west.
goes like it only starts going north from its source in like Canada, probably Alberta. And
British
then
Columbia.
yeah, okay, so BC and then down into Washington and then it goes south. And then after it curves east from Washington, it curves back west into Oregon and then out the Pacific.
Okay. All right, but yeah. So those are the locations that he marks, and he's just like, we didn't get close, but Merrick here, he saw it. Um, I don't know. You tell them. Right. So essentially, there was a waterfall and this sort of man-made platform built around it, with like the waterfall kind of flowing down the middle. The elevation was quite high. It would have been at least half a day's climb up to get there, from the ground level at least. The place looked overgrown though. I don't know if it's a factory, but it's definitely something. Could be what you're looking for.
Okay.
He'll also just kind of like take a step away from his boss and just be like, also, I am kind of glad that you didn't grab my boss by the head, because I would have had to shoot you in the eye with an arrow, and I don't like. I was one of the guys that voted against robbing passerby for the supplies that we need. So
All right. Well, I was
I
just gonna threaten him or something.
right, right. I mean, obviously you
Uh,
would have been defending yourself.
and the arrow probably would have shattered on impact.
Could have. We'll never know. Good thing that we don't have to know, though.
Yeah.
That's more what I was getting at, not really trying to threaten you. That's
Yeah, we're friends now.
awesome. I like that. I don't even know your name, but cool.
I'm Ed.
I'm Walter.
Well, he's already introduced me. I'm Merrick.
Smith.
You're Derek.
No, that's Derek. And
No, he
he'll,
pointed at Derek. I would have pointed
Oh,
at
yeah.
Derek.
Yeah. I'm Derek. Hi.
Hi, Derek.
Yeah,
I've been sober for 4 days.
it gets a bit
Hi,
confusing.
Derek.
You know, Derek, Merrick, two similar sounding people in the group.
You got an Eric?
It's almost like someone ran out of creativity for thinking up different names.
No.
I mean, it could be that. It could be that. I don't know.
Is it like late right now?
You'd be approaching noon.
Oh, okay. So it's
Yeah,
middle of the day.
it's late morning, so yeah, so you're approaching noon.
All right. So we're heading off road now, or what?
We're gonna have to climb a mountain. Can we take Kothar up a mountain?
Kothar can fucking do it.
I mean, you could probably take the ankler with you, but if I were you, I'd leave the cart. And no, I'm not saying that as an excuse for us to rob you. We've already kind of, come to our.
Yeah. Well. All right. I mean, anything we need in the cart, we can stuff in the bag of holding.
Also, just in case, as we leave stuff here for you to look over. Pip. As the little spider bot comes out, you can watch over our stuff while you guys also watch over it, right?
Sure, that thing's creepy, but alright.
It
It's
stares
not
at him.
gonna, eat people, is it?
It doesn't have a mouth.
That's even more concerning.
It's not alive.
It's a construct of mine.
Don't ask to see Zeus up close. It's worse.
Yeah, even Mittens looks kind of concerned just by its general appearance. Right,
It's just a four-legged spider eye bot.
so we can pull your cart off to the side of the road, try to camouflage it. We'll be camped out around here. I guess don't forget the area, and hopefully you don't encounter any Sneeple on the way to this factory of yours. And then, as I said, the deal still stands. If you want to formally shake on it now, we can do that.
Are we in agreement here? And Walter looks at the rest of his traveling companions. Like, do we want to do
Yeah.
this?
Fuck it. Fuck it. Yeah.
Whatever with it.
Sure. Walter extends his hand.
All right. And Mittens, particularly soft hand slash paw, will give you a shake.
Reminds me of Rita.
She's doing all right.
Oh, you've met another of my kind.
Yeah, she's real small though.
That's weird.
She could
mean
lift
like
a hammer that was like 3 times her size.
Okay, not a house cat. I was just gonna ask that. He seems very
She was
confused.
very much a tabaxi.
Oh. Yeah, we don't normally come that small.
Yeah, there's something going on.
Could be runt of litter.
I think that's actually what she was.
Well. All right, and then they'll just kind of disperse and head after, I guess, yeah, some of them will kind of like head off the side of the road into the jungle, and you'll hear them go, not particularly far, maybe about like a good 50 feet into the woods. And then
And I'll have Pippin stay with the cart.
Okay, yeah, and I'll say like if you guys detach the cart and everything, and then they'll kind of push it on over in and begin camouflaging it. Uh, Merrick will stick around, and I imagine Ed would no longer be big.
No.
All right, he will kind of he'll come over to you and
Like
he'll
a
go,
wiener in a cold pool.
"Hey, big guy, do you have a second?"
Mm-hmm.
And he'll kind of like indicate for you to follow him, and he'll kind of like go off to the side of the road away from like the rest of you guys and the ankylosaur.
Okay.
And he'll turn to you and just, hey, do you have other friends with you?
Other friends?
Yeah, like there's the 6 of you here. Do you have any stragglers you waiting on?
No.
Okay. Could be nothing, but I thought I saw someone further down the road when you guys kind of came around the bend towards us and we were setting things up. That's kind of why we brought everyone. We thought we saw an extra guy. We weren't sure how many of you there were in the carriage. Um, kind of figured that he was your scout, so we were half expecting someone to, like, you know, pop out of nowhere.
Are you gonna relay that info to us?
No, we don't do scouts. We're kind of stupid.
Hey, you said it, pal. But all right. Uh, who knows? Could just be another traveler. We'll leave them alone if they come on down.
Wait, he was just like chilling, like waiting for us or waiting for someone?
No, it wasn't waiting. It just kind of seemed like he was maybe either taking the path same as you or following you guys. But as soon as Mitten stepped out, he just kind of fucked off into the jungle. I haven't seen him since all this started. That's why I kind of assumed he was like your +1.
No. Yeah, it's fucking weird.
Yeah, the last thing I wanted was for you know, one of your guys that you didn't let know that everything was all cool to try and like slit our throats or something like that in their sleep.
Yeah, no. I mean, yeah, well, none of us could tell him that, so maybe if he's still gonna try, I don't know who that guy is.
Right. Well, let's hope that it's not anyone that's hostile. All
Uh-huh.
right. Well, look after yourself when you're in there. Jungle's a dangerous place.
Yeah, it fucking sucks here.
Hey, you can say that again. Fucking rains incessantly, and he'll he'll just kind of like give you a nod and walk back over to his group.
All right. Yeah, I'll tell everyone. Hey, we got. Apparently, there's someone else. Merrick or Derek or Eric or
That was
Eric. He
Merrick.
thought that Merrick, right? He thought that there was someone who was with us who was scouting, but there's no. We wouldn't do that. We don't have. Am I going crazy? We don't have some other friend who's like with us but not with us.
Maybe
Now
he,
I'm
maybe
questioning
he saw
myself.
Garth.
Can I make a history check?
What's a Garth?
Sure.
Not Garth. The big druid.
Oh, Scone?
Scone.
Scone. That's it. Who the fuck is Garth?
Who the
Yeah,
hell
what?
is Garth?
Yeah, who is Garth?
Garth.
You know what? Garth is one of the other mercenaries now.
Yeah.
Question. Did he say behind us or in front of us?
He was in front, right?
Behind.
Oh, behind. Okay.
They came from behind.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was kind of like more implied that he assumed he was with you and that like he slipped off behind you guys, like into the woods when Mittens stepped out, essentially.
All right, yeah. Well, Scone wouldn't have been following us. He was doing his own thing. He was actually like,
That is correct. 16. You don't remember seeing anybody
Can I send
besides Scone.
Helfreen out? Can I go send Helfreen back out the scout?
Sure. Yeah.
I will bless them.
Alrighty. Okay. Add that pop a bless up. 15. Okay.
15.
Um, as you kind of just have him go, however far he would go back down the direction of the road that you'd come from, you don't spot anything. I mean, besides like the occasional like minor animal in the trees around the area, like little monkeys and lemur-like creatures, but you don't see any other humanoids besides the like you guys and the mercenary company of the Panther Stalin.
Alright. Just in case, we should probably keep a watch on our 6 as we continue.
yeah.
You do still
We have a
have like
6.
It's a different phrase, watch behind.
Oh.
In front of us is the 12 on a clock.
Yeah,
So is the.
I get it now.
Oh, I thought I got it. Now I don't. Oh well.
uh, actually, Aaron would probably. Ed, it's like you call the front of the clock the face, so like 12's the front of the face and 6 would be like the back. So that's why you say like I got your 6, or you got to check your 6.
Why
You
don't
check.
people flip over their clocks then?
Oh, so that like your 6 is your 12.
You said the back of the clock.
Oh, well, no, it's more like um, the clock is a circle, right? And
Yeah.
if you're facing forward, that's 12. But if you face completely opposite, that's 6. So your back is your 6. You get,
But
and then like your left would be
but
your 9, and your right would be your 3.
but your clock faces the face. What?
I don't know, man. Look,
All right.
I just
Walter will
made it
do
worse.
a
I was doing my
practical
damn.
demonstration. Oh, okay, I think I understand this now. So, Ed, if I'm
Yeah.
facing this way, he points forward. That way is
Uh-huh.
12
Why?
because reasons I don't know. They just
Okay.
say it is. And that way behind me is my 6.
I do not get it. Is that what a clock is supposed to look like?
No. If you lay it down on the ground.
I don't know what a clock does. Well,
It tells
I
time.
know what it's about. I don't know how. I don't know. I don't look. I don't look at clocks. I don't look at clocks. So maybe this just ain't for me.
this is safe.
I look at the sun.
That's how a real man tells time.
Maybe don't actually look directly at the sun.
Well, yeah, but like maybe when it's cloudy or something, but then I'll look at the sun. All right, I tried. I really did. That time I did.
Alrighty. So I'll just say, as you still have a good portion of the day ahead of you to do some travel. So I'd say that by the end of the day, you'd be able to make it to here. Um, However, now that you're going off the trail. It's bit unsafer. So if anybody wants to do watches for the night, or actually, oh, he's going to take out the dog. You know what? We'll do our little 10-minute break for now then. because
Yep.
it's about that time. So come back at 10:21. I'm gonna go get water. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
$10 says the auntie have the power supply.
Probably do.
My question is, what could they be using it for?
Unlimited power. Maybe to get a large enough power source to tear open a hole in dimensions and summon Dengar.
Not a bad idea. Wait, is Dengar the Night Serpent?
Yes. No, Dendar, not Dengar. Fuck me.
Okay?
Dendar.
No, Denge.
I'm back. Back in black. So I'm back in black. Meow, meow. Play Warhammer Tactus. Tacticus. Yo. Was that him? It's Commissar Yarrick, aka Old Bale Eye.
Bless you.
Jesus. Mm. Jesus. Damn, now I'm gonna be like 3 episodes of Crit Roll behind. Big sad.
I'm gonna be technically 2 if I don't watch the one that was re-released this week.
I think I am like over 10.
Oof. Remember that time we were gonna watch them together, and then like you were like, nah, I'm not gonna do it, and then you didn't, and I'm
It's
like
too much of a
sad.
time commitment.
What? That's what Critical Role is. It's a time commitment. It's a time sink.
I don't have the time to sink. Especially now that I have a job.
Sink or swim.
What kind of job is a better question?
I work in radio.
Yo, he's working radio personality up in his house. Welcome back to the morning warg. Today we're gonna be taking your questions about orcs. You've got any questions about orcs?
I'm not doing that.
Why
Exactly.
you wog?
Why do you wog? I wog in glory to the bright Lord.
that doesn't make any sense.
What are you talking about?
That's
Oh yeah,
too
I'm sorry.
disobedient.
Shit, I
Welcome
fucked
back
up.
to Uruk Radio. Yeah, what's up? What'd you do?
Look at the map.
What'd you put on the map?
I'm just drawing ruler lines and I accidentally right clicked on the wrong spot.
Oh. Stop it.
No,
Stop it.
no.
Stop it. You're hurting my eyes.
How is this hurting your eyes?
The numbers.
What do they mean, Dylan?
What do the numbers mean? What were you doing in Vorkuta?
What are you doing?
Fucking Reznov.
You're fucking Reznov?
Mason, you were the only one on Rebirth Island. No, Reznov. Reznov isn't real.
No, Reznov is real.
Is he? Reznov is real?
Yeah, I'm about to say Reznov is real.
All right. Breaks up. Uh-oh, who left?
Me.
No, seriously, who the hell just left? Oh, it was Anton.
It was Anton.
Oh, all right, he's back.
I'm back. Sorry.
He's big. All right, better question, Luke. Are you back?
Yeah.
Alrighty, we started back up. All right, so for the night, since you have diverged off of the main path and you've gone into the jungle, uh, we've got funny games. Who will be taking watch?
I'm making the hobble.
I'll take one.
Make it a hobble. All
I'll
right, make the
also take a
hobble.
watch.
Very well. So we'll just say Marcus, then Walter, then whoever else wants to take the last one.
Me.
Very well, Ed. All right, roll them perception checks
With advantage.
with Ed. Manage.
Because I have sentient creatures that are proficient in
I'll use
perception
the
and don't need
last
sleep.
thing from Ling today. 20.
That's a 20. Very well.
Still waiting on a thing from you, Marcus and Ed.
So during your watch, Walter,
Oh.
there's the
second.
usual ambience of the jungle. Oh yeah, that's right. Why haven't I been doing this? Hold on. I'm a fool.
Yes, you are.
What'd you forget?
You might have to turn the bot down for this, but I could go back to playing ambient music.
What do you mean you can go back to?
Well, because shush. Don't worry about it. So yeah, beyond the normal ambiance of Le Jungle, you think at some point or another you hear a branch snap somewhere, not too far off, and you're looking over in that direction. You're looking, and then after a little bit, a little baby lemur, a little mort, so to speak, comes out, and it kind of like crawls up near the fire, and he looks over at you with those big wide eyes. It makes a little chittering noise.
Zeus is staring right at it.
It looks kind of scared of Zeus. It gets closer to you, Walter. Kind of like crawls up on you.
Right, I'll kind of like extend a hand to like try and like get it to like sniff and be used to me.
Very well. It sniffs. Make a animal handling.
Shouldn't have been an advantage, but I'll take the 18.
Oh yeah, he seems to like he likes it, and he he nudges you a little bit with his head, and then at one point or another, like as you go to like just like give him a little scratch or a pet, he'll grab your finger with his little hands, and like he looks at you, and he's like chip 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 chip
What?
chip 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 chip.
Is that thing fucking speaking?
Cheap, cheap?
Yeah, it's just making little noises. I don't know.
What do you want? What's up?
It starts like crawling all around you until eventually it like gets to your bag, and then like it's trying to like wiggle its way in there even though it's closed. It's like very very desperately trying to wiggle itself in there.
Walter will open the bag.
Very well. It'll go in and start like ruffling around in your bag, and then it'll like pop its head out, and it's holding like essentially uh, a small chunk of like a hardtack from your ration, from one of your rations, and he's holding it and just eating it little bit by
Okay,
bit,
but
getting
that's the
like
only
little
one. You're not
crumbs.
having any more. Because I eat those.
Chip, chip. And then he like kind of runs out of your bag, and he just like goes back to sitting perched on the edge of your knee and just eating away at the piece of hardtack.
Alright, I'll
Uh,
close the bag.
Very well. He'll remain there until the end of your watch, and then he just kind of like buggers off into the woods with like a lot of chewed up hardtack in his cheeks when you go to switch with Marcus. Marcus, you don't notice
Roll
anything.
roll
Oh,
for
oh yeah, that's right. You do have advantage.
advantage.
So roll again. Marcus.
Marcus Phoenix.
Marcus Teen.
Tom. Roll again. You have advantage.
Gotcha. Sorry, I was eating gushers.
Yo,
You would be
gush.
You're
eating
not
gushers, dude.
sharing, dick.
You don't have enough gushers for the rest of the class?
I do. You want some?
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay. It's
hit
gonna
me
take
with it.
about 3 to 4 business days to get there.
Fuck yes. I'm about to get my gush on.
18.
Okay. Yeah, nothing eventful happens or is noticed by you. Your watch goes by.
As I hear this sound.
Oh yeah, well, these are supposed to be the ambient noises of the jungles around Chult, and considering that there are dinosaurs, you do hear dinosaur roars just significantly further out in the distance. It never sounds close enough to where it would be a problem, like an immediate or even like an eventual problem for you. You think like there's no way it'll get here.
So
Like
I
over
just
the
hear
night.
like this fucking like T-Rex thing just attacking another dinosaur like out in the distance.
Yeah. Or you think maybe it's just like territorially like growling or something towards another carnivore to fuck off. You're
Middle of
not
the
sure.
night, it's
Marcus is getting really
probably
nervous.
middle of the night. It's probably a herbivore reacting to being attacked by a pack of nocturnal raptors.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, Marcus is scared.
And
Might
then
need
now
to
whoever,
precipitate his pants a bit.
yeah. And then whoever would take the next. I think Ed said he was gonna take it. So Ed, let me get that perception check at advantage.
Can you guys still hear me?
Yep.
Any difference?
Not
No.
majorly.
Okay.
Probably sounded a little better.
Do I sound better now?
Now you sound further away.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Hold on a second. Oh, also another 18. Yeah, you don't notice. Actually, no, yeah. Towards like the end of your watch, as the morning light is slowly beginning to come in, a little lemur, with big eyes that kind of looks like Mort, would come in, and he'd come near you and he'd look at you, and just kind of like sit there a little distance away, like staring at you from like the side of a rock, like a little rock.
I'm sorry, Dylan, but I have to.
What?
Jarvis immediately wakes up screaming, grabbing
Why?
grabbing the left part of his left side of his arm, like he's grabbing like this, out of panic, like if it's gone.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Oh, Mort would run away.
You'd hear screaming from inside the hut, probably.
Yeah, you'd hear it inside the house. Just, ah! Just,
Hold on, let me see if this wakes up Walter. Disadvantage because I'm asleep. Nope, Walter's fast asleep.
Whoa, wait. Whoa, whoa. Anyone anyone trying to kill you? What's going on?
Bad dream. Bad dream.
Bad dream. Okay. You want to talk about it, or it's just like one of them weird shits where it's like, I don't know what the fuck happened, but some.
Sure, we could talk about it if you want. Don't.
Okay.
It's a bit, not pretty.
Well, if you think it'll help with your you know, your bad brain, then
Your bad
maybe.
brain.
Bad break. Funny. No. No. I don't think I can ever get over this without some serious brain wiping. Um. um. Jarvis is walking out, and he's currently shirtless but has pants on, and he has his two mechanical arms on. And around his neck is a necklace. And on the end of the necklace is a finger bone. Like a full on index finger bone just on it.
So what happened in your dream?
It's just a terrifying, reoccurring thing of me reliving the day I lost my other arm. Technically, I was born without the one arm,
Oh,
and I just lost the other one. You ever had your arm just atomized off of you?
maybe. I don't know what atomized means.
Oh, let me rephrase it. Break down to such a degree it is literally falling apart like dust.
No, that don't sound like my arm.
And you feel every part of it being broken down and destroyed, causing such pain that it has left a mental scar on you.
That sounds like real bad.
Yeah. And ever since then, my hair has been stark white.
Oh shit.
And would you like to know what was left of my arm afterwards?
Dust?
He lifts up the necklace a bit.
Oh,
This eye finger.
which finger is that?
Left index.
Oh,
This one, as I point to my middle one.
well, was it like an accident or someone did that to you?
No, anyway, it was self-inflicted, but it was unintentional. I'll tell you that much.
Oh. Oh well,
Pair
shit.
of robotic joints. Yeah, I was messing with something I shouldn't have been messing without proper education, and I paid with it with excruciating pain, a lost limb, and a permanent scar on my mental psyche.
Do you think that makes you who you are? Not like you,
I
but like, would that, you know?
I believe it has shaped it a bit.
Okay. I'm trying to think how I'd be different if I didn't lose all my folks.
Hmm.
Twice, I guess.
Twice.
Well, for the first time, I mean, first time was when the orcs went and, well, I mean, we might have beaten them, but I lost everybody. I got lost and I couldn't find them. Second time, I had a bunch of friends and then I got reckoned over to fucking America.
That's that is quite a journey.
Yeah, yeah. And I guess there was more people to meet, but I hard to get over feeling lonely. And that's why I always try and, try and make friends or you
Uh,
know,
I can say this for sure. I had my feeling of loneliness. You wanna know what led me?
I don't know, like,
That big guy over there, that little flying one over there, and the one that's by our cart.
They're nice little guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think all of y'all are my nice little guys.
Yeah. There's a story behind Zeus over there, but that's a story for another time.
Yeah, we all got plenty of stories. Alright, well, I hope you can sleep a little
We'll
better.
try. We'll try.
Alright, yeah.
As Jarvis will go back to his sleeping space and lay down.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm gonna.
Wait, wasn't he taking a watch?
Nope,
Yes,
not
he was.
anymore.
Not anymore. The watch was fine. It's all good. And then yeah, you would wake up in the morning, well rested, all that good stuff. Um, and you figure you're about a day out from the area, so you definitely make it to the area by nightfall, and then be able to go about investigating for the factory the day after. So we'll just say, roll me survival check, whoever's leading, to try and see if you maintain the correct course.
I will do this because I have proficiency in survival, and I'll also be adding my proficiency from my cartographer's tools.
Yo.
Well, it's one or the other.
Yeah, would it be both bonuses?
No, it would be you're either using a
Well,
survival check or using
hold on.
cartographer tools check.
It might be a commoner thing.
Unless it's
Or what is or does proficiency in cartographer's tools mean something else? Like you can't get lost or something?
Oh, I think it's that he can't get lost with the.
Survival. So like so if you look at like the actual stuff of a, hold on, let me D&D cartographer's tools. No, that's
Cartographer tools.
it has because in the player's handbook it just says what it is, and then in Xanathar's it
Oh, the Xanathar's rules.
yeah, it expands
Um,
it.
Tools have more specific applications than skills. The history skill applies to any event in the past. Tools such as a forgery kit is used to make fake objects and little else. Blah blah blah. Okay. Um, alchemist, brewers, calligraphers, carpenters. Cartographers. Using cartographers tools, you can create accurate maps, make travel easier for yourself and those who come after you. Blah, 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 blah. Arcana, history, and religion. You can use your knowledge of maps and locations to unearth more detailed information when you use these skills. Survival. Your understanding of geography makes it easier to find paths to civilization, to predict areas where villages or towns might be found, and to avoid becoming lost. You've studied so many maps that common patterns such as how trade routes evolve and where settlements arise in relation to geographic locations are familiar to you. So I'm not seeing where it's like letting you um
In my understanding, or at least how I've thought it worked, I was under the impression that you could roll survival, and since it's involving cartography, you'd also add the bonus from cartography.
if you have proficiency in bold, proficiency wouldn't stack.
Uh,
unless you're talking about like if it's acting like an expertise, but I'm not seeing anything where it says that.
Yeah,
I would say that
okay.
you
I
can't
understand now.
become lost, but see, like that's the other thing too is that you do understand geography to find paths to civilization. You're not going to civilization. Well, no,
Probably
I
not
mean,
with a modern map wouldn't have. What?
you're going out into uncharted areas. So I don't
I
think.
mean, it's a list of things that you can do. Find paths to civilization, predict areas where villages and towns might be found, and to avoid becoming lost. Like
I know about becoming lost.
they're not.
So all right, so you won't get lost, as in you have no idea where you are. But like, this is just to see if you're heading in the right direction.
All right. I also have a compass too, so that should help
Yeah.
because it comes
So.
with the cartographer's tools. Anyways, here's the survival. I'll add Lane's necklace.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, you're heading in the right way. Um and as you're going along, um anybody keeping any eyes out for anything? Anybody like trying to do anything while you're walking
Just my
along?
little dudes are. I'll roll for them.
Okay. All right. All right. All right.
I'm drawing a picture.
Okay. Helfreen doesn't notice anything special. But Zeus would notice what appears to be you're kind of like it's not necessarily like a path per se, but you're kind of just like walking through. It's more like an animal trail that you've been kind of following for the past like bit here. Um, and besides like animal tracks, uh, you do see what looks like um, how would I describe this? Well, actually, yeah. They probably. This is a stupid question. Warforged don't wear shoes, do they?
No, but their
No,
feet can
their
vary.
feet are
They
shoes.
Like
Yeah, they could wear shoes. Some might
It-
choose to, but I imagine a lot don't, and it depends on how their feet are shaped. It
yeah,
could be
their
shaped
feet.
like a boot, could be shaped like a shoe, could be shaped like a barefoot.
Yeah.
So you would see barefoot tracks. I know that's kind of giving it away by me asking that question, but like I
I know.
genuinely didn't know, so it's like, eh. Yeah, but you see what appears to be,
You see
uh,
bipedal feet
yeah,
tracks.
yeah, footed tracks, and they seem to be going in the opposite direction of the way that you're currently going.
Guys, Zeus got something.
Uh, okay. Or are we tracking someone?
No, but if I'm guessing if we follow in the opposite direction of where they're going, we may be able to find where we're heading.
Yeah, maybe they're like leaving a place.
Is a Kothar able to keep up with us?
Yeah. Well, we Kothar has a speed of 30, and we do too. So
Yeah, for the most part.
I was more concerned about like
Sometimes
the width of the path.
sometimes he does have to like go around and he disappears for a bit, but eventually he does seem to like catch up once or twice for some reason ahead of you, and then other times just slightly behind you.
he's got it.
Yeah, he
Now,
seems to know.
now the path that the tracks are going, where they came from, right at the same direction we're going.
Essentially, yeah. This sort
Okay,
of like animal trail that you're following is heading in the direction that you
so
know.
we're on the right path,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yep.
Good to know.
Um, and you don't notice anything else. Hold on, I'm gonna do a little roll myself. Okay. Yep. No, the rest of the day is uneventful. Uh, and just around sunset, you would begin to see like the edge of the area that would essentially be the Cascadia, excuse me, like mountain range. And in the fading light, if you wish, whoever it would be, make a perception check.
I'll do it.
Okay. In the fading light, as you're looking around, you're just kind of like surveying these mountains, trying to see if you spot a waterfall. Um, but unfortunately, uh, you do not. We'll say the sky's a little misty or
Can I
something like
hear a
that.
waterfall? Is a better question.
Oh, I think that yeah, that also good. So yeah, go ahead, make perception.
I'm gonna blast myself.
Bless yourself.
Uh, well, no, guidance. That's what it is. Guidance. Bless doesn't apply to that.
Right. Yeah, guidance.
Perception. 18.
Okay. uh, yeah. As a matter of fact, you hear running water, a distance away from you. You think you'd probably see it sometime tomorrow if you kept walking, but it's getting a little too dark for that. And beyond it, you think you hear what sounds like a waterfall.
I think we're getting close. I'm starting to hear falling, heavy flowing water.
Sounds like you're talking into your hand
Sorry.
that's covering your mouth.
No, I'm just saying. Look, my voice is just in a different direction. Sorry.
Okay. On the right
We're
track then.
Yeah. No, but we will probably have to stop for the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I know it's a lot of perception checks. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
Um,
We're searching for shit.
you do be. Uh, alrighty. So then I guess just watches for the night, and then yeah.
Jarvis will take the first one by granting advantage to Zeus, blessing him, well, guidancing him.
Guidance.
25.
Okay. During your watch, you wouldn't notice it. Zeus would notice it. Just beyond the light of the fire. At first, you think that it's just your own shadow being flickered upon the surrounding area, the trees and whatnot. Uh, then you see a shadow particularly darker than the others, and when you focus on it, begin to look towards it. Well, he would look at it first and alert you of it. And when you begin to focus on it, um, you almost watch very quickly uh, as like the darkness like kind of just like drops and like slithers away further off into the dark.
Hello?
You
Spectral entity.
calling out into the woods.
Just not overly loud, but
There's no response.
you better make yourself present now, or I'm gonna start doing some hanky. About to do some weird stuff.
You don't hear any response. And as you're peering around, you don't see any indication of its return.
Gonna continue working on my mag cannon.
Alrighty. Well, the rest of your watch goes by uneventful. Who next?
I will notify whoever's next to what I saw.
Very well.
I'll go.
Alrighty. You've been warned of the potential spectral entity, this dark shadow. The Dark Tower.
And
It wasn't a ghost, was it?
don't know. Could have been some asshole.
Please be some jerk.
Also, Zeus. Wow.
We're dead.
With the advantage.
You don't notice anything. You get pretty distracted. As Jarvis is sleeping, you think maybe I'll try and work on the mag gun a little bit. From what he's given with the plans and all that, and you get a little too absorbed with that. And it goes by until the final person. Marcus, you might have to take a watch, my guy. Bombi.
Mommy!
Shit.
Scrumbiglioid. Make me
Oh,
perception
Bombi.
check.
As you wish. Perception is perceived differently by everyone.
You'd have advantage because this is you taking watch and Zeus is assisting you.
Mechanized companions that don't need to sleep are awesome, especially when they have bonuses to perception that are greater than your own or allies.
Yo, Poggers, Robo Dog, go bark bork. With 14, you definitely hear that river a distance away, and you don't notice anything else.
Do I hear any dinosaur intercourse?
Yeah, actually, bit of a ways off. It sounds like two, I don't know, nocturnal herbivores just going at it.
It sounds like turtles. So it sounds like turtles.
Sure, yeah, it sounds like turtles.
Which is actually the sound of the velociraptors in Jurassic Park. Two
You're
turtles
lying.
mating.
Kidding me.
Yep, it's two turtles mating. I swear to God.
Where like the like that. Oh, that one. The no.
I believe
That's
it.
the worst.
My guessing is that they probably put like a reverb on it or something.
Yeah, I think they might have pitched it down slightly, but it is two turtles mating. Or tortoises. I can't remember. It's one of the two.
I mean, a freaking the T-Rex is a tiger or a lion's roar reverb.
Sad. Ruining my childhood. Universal Music Group, please ban this bit. No, I'm joking. So yeah, yeah, you don't see anything. Night goes by. Morning! Yay!
Good morning.
Marcus is dead.
Upon the morning, yeah, you find Marcus's corpse with his throat slit and blood everywhere. I can't believe he died. It's so unfortunate.
Oh shit.
Standing in his place is Marcus Aurelius with the knife. No, no. In reality, you wake up in the morning, and from your position, you could see on about half a day's, about half of the day it would take you to get up there. You see this man-made, metallic-looking sort of like, I'm not sure if it's like a platform, and it's built around, and you could see the waterfall from here, like trickling down one portion of the mountain, It's an exceptionally sized waterfall. It's
I'm
not
gonna,
like Niagara, not
I'm
nowhere
gonna
near that, but
sketch it.
it's
I'm gonna sketch it.
you're gonna sketch it. Okay, take a little bit of time to sketch it. But yeah, and you do in fact see this. Um, there does actually seem to be. You could see some form of of a mountain path that you could follow to get up to there. Um, not wide enough for Kotor, but
The fucking mercenary company said we could ascend the mountain with Kothar.
um,
Lied. We will kill them when we get back.
yeah, they
Hold on
did.
to
Yeah,
that thought.
they lied.
Speaking of which, at that note, Jarvis will look through Pip's eye.
Okay,
What's going on?
alrighty.
Wait, you're able to
You
look
would.
through Pip's eye at this distance?
Eyes long, we're on the same plane of existence.
Yeah, he's
Shit.
got the same plane of
It-
existence. Hoo-ha.
It's similar to the Warlock's feature, except it's only to this particular kind of creature. Cannot fly, cannot do anything else. It is weak as shit, but it has this nice feature.
It's like discount voice of the Chain Master.
Yep. But it's thematically awesome.
Okay. You would see essentially most of the wagon particularly well covered. Um, however, if he kind of crawls outside of the covered wagon and looks around his surroundings, he sees about 50-ish feet away. He could just kind of make out through the trees, even though it's during the day. There's a bit of a not a heavy fire, but there's a little bit of a small fire going, and most of the band seems to be making slash eating some sort of breakfast.
Can I find a
Uh,
leader?
yeah, he could easily spot Mittens out of all of them. Uh, the regular guys, like his uh, melee dudes, they don't seem to wear like any sort of like hoods or anything like that, himself included. And he's the only one out of all of them that's literally a cat person. Uh, however, the other
Uh,
guys, his archers, they all wear hoods, but you could tell which one is Merrick because of his horns.
well, I'm going to the leader, and through Pip, a Jarvis voice comes out. Greetings.
Oh, that is really weird. I don't
Yeah,
like that.
it's me. I'm just talking through the little guy for right now.
Okay.
Okay, we're at the place.
All right. All right. Good to hear. Good to hear.
Um, you did not say that our dinosaur would not be able to get there, though.
You could get to the place. I don't know about get up to the place.
Details are important.
Right. Well, from what Merrick told me, he only went as far as being able to just see it, not actually go up there. So he didn't take the path up.
Very well.
Sorry.
We are probably going to end up looking through it, but as it currently stands, the thing that is needed for the place might be elsewhere, and might be, ironically, with those snake people, probably at that temple.
Hmm. Well, if it's what you would need to get inside, then I guess
I
maybe
don't.
hurry back. I don't know.
We're unsure. We'll I'll update you if it is necessary.
All right.
And my vision comes back to myself.
All
I'll
right, so what's
just
up?
You start drooling when you do that.
I apologize. It is a habit.
Must
If you
contain the
slap me,
moisture.
if you slap me a little, I stop. And I don't mean backhand. I mean like a couple like light taps on the cheek.
I'm afraid to slap anyone at the moment because I'm afraid I might accidentally break something because I don't know my strength at the moment.
Just
All right. We if we Kothar will be fine.
both I might have to stay back for a bit.
Yeah. How far are we going?
Well, let's see if we can get in the place first.
Kothar could wait outside. He'd be fine. You know.
Oh my god,
Good thing I
Walter's
still have this.
stronger than Kothar.
Good thing I still have this as I hold out that red punch card.
What's that?
It's the thing we found on the Warforge,
All right.
where we found the journal.
I wasn't there that session.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I was possessing you.
I'm reminding you then.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See, I forget these things. I don't understand them, so they don't occupy my brain space.
This is either a record card of sorts or a key card to let us get in somewhere. Or it could literally just be a punch card for work. We'll find out. Let's hop through it.
All right, yeah, let's get that shit. I'll take Kothar as close as he can get without like. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's about. It seems like it's really close to get to the mountain path, but you end up actually like walking for about an hour before you finally reach the bottom of the path. And you can get them about as far as there. And ironically enough, it's a nice spot with a lot of like that sort of Cretaceous-esque, like foliage that he'd be able to eat plenty of and just graze nicely in the area.
Yeah. Have fun.
And he'll just kind of like, yeah, stay there, I guess.
Yeah, we'll be back.
Just kind of like look over at you.
Yeah, we'll rub the side of his face.
He seems happy. You hear like a slight little like purr almost, and then he just begins munching on leaves. Big
There we go. Yep. Good.
for Jar Jar.
Jar
Jar Lip
Jar.
Smith. Alrighty. And yeah, so you begin heading up this mountain path. It's wide enough to where you could walk single file no problem, but walking like two men abreast would be no bueno. Um, it's a bit uneven. There are some spots where like if you don't watch your footing, you could very easily trip and fall off. And you there's a lot of switchbacks too, and it goes like further. So like every time you're like, oh yeah, like we're almost there, like we're like a quarter of the way up, but then you have to do like a switchback to go further away from where you need to go to then switch back again and go back towards the direction you need to. And it's just like slight elevations each time until eventually, after about half of your day, um, so basically all of the morning and into like the early afternoon, um, you're just slowly traversing until you get to this one spot that's particularly wider. You think you could fit like two people side by side, and you follow that for about 30 more minutes until eventually you sort of like come around a bend and you get to. I gotta bring you over
Misa
here.
excited.
Oh no, what have I done?
I had to do it once because you fucking said Jar Jar.
You would be down over here, sort of.
Down
Where?
on.
Shift
Uh,
shift
ho-
ping.
ho- hold on. You would be shift ping down here.
Oh.
Yeah. So you would find
Oh, that's gay.
yourselves
Now,
on the
Tom, how do
outs.
you drag out your token?
Guys, I've come to a very good revelation. I can drag my token.
Oh my god.
Now,
He's
how
been
do you
clicking
do
on
it?
the picture for the whole time, and not the name.
No.
Oh, that doesn't. I don't know why that wouldn't work.
It works for when I'm a fucking GM. And it used to work for me. That's how I always did it.
We think he Mandela affected it, or he transported from another
Fuck
universe where that
up.
is true.
Yeah.
Tom's
Let me
gaslighting
drop
himself.
in Bruce
I'm gonna
and
try it.
Aaron.
Nope, it doesn't work like that. Then
Yo, it's him. Yo, why is this crab here? No crab.
No crab.
No crab.
Luke, you have escort quest active.
Ooh.
Who am I missing? No, that's
Okay.
everybody because
I'm
Grandma
gonna have health
and
rain actually be not visible until I need it. Can you delete health rain right now?
yeah. Give me a second.
'Cause
I'm
for some
I'm
reason
taking
that
care of
doesn't make it
something here.
working for me.
Uh. Okay. Helfreen, goodbye.
Thank you.
Gone forever. So you find yourselves like sort of on this. It widens out to this large like cliff face, and you can see over this metallic building in front of you, kind of rusted and overgrown with vines. Um, it seems like it hasn't been used in at least uh, a good 15 years. Jesus Christ. I'm
Thought I was
scared.
muted.
It definitely looks like this place has not been used in like the last 15 years. And this immediate area where you are, you see what looks like a cart, uh, which it shouldn't be as big as that. It would have been big enough only to like pull behind you from
It's a rickshaw.
yeah, it
Cargo rickshaw.
yeah, not nearly as wide. And what essentially looks like this stopped conveyor belt with a bunch of this like bunch of these like shards of like rock and like scrap metal. However, they're all like rusted and really like shitty. Like they've been eroded by time. And
Can
it
I
does
tell
open
if
up
there's
over
any
here.
special metal among the scrap metal?
Give me. What are you looking for
Smith
specifically?
tool,
You're looking like
it probably would be Smith tools check, but like if there's anything beyond like standard iron, steel, gold, silver, like if there's like
yeah.
anything like adamantine or mithril or anything like unique like that.
Yeah, give me one of them smithy checks. One of them ting 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 ting.
Boom. Shouldn't have
Okay.
been an advantage.
Mostly it seems like steel. Uh, however, there's also a mix of. Actually, no. I think you have to. That's. Is tungsten a naturally growing one or a man-made one?
Tungsten is naturally occurring.
Yeah, it's one of the
So,
natural.
so there's steel, there's tungsten, and there is in fact also what seems to be some adamantite, but in much smaller like pieces of it.
Ooh, Benny
And
would like to see this. He grabs a little bit of tungsten, a little bit of adamantite.
alrighty, yeah. The adamantite surprisingly is the one thing that is not rusted. Yeah, I don't think it rusts normally, so it wouldn't be because magical bullshit, or at least that's what I'll say for now. The tungsten, it
Doesn't
has
rust easily, and rust
it,
is mainly an iron thing.
yeah. So it
Probably has a bit of tungsten oxide on it, but not a lot.
yeah. There's oxidization and there's like some vines and moss covering like some of the stuff here too. I know that it's more like inside because you guys are actually seeing the whole map, which I forgot to cover, but it's too late. um, Also, little note, you haven't gotten to it yet, but like down here where it sees like crystals, there's no crystals there. Those are just like we'll worry about that when we get to it. And there would be, well, this is glass. It's actually a glass door right here.
Is that a drop off right there? Right here? You can
Oh
go
yeah,
down and get
well
some stuff?
you guys are high up. Yeah, that's down below to the like the jungle
Oh,
floor.
and here's the waterfall.
Yep.
I could
Okay.
survive that actually. Oh wait, no, I can't.
I could.
Maybe you could. Yeah.
Glass half full would save me.
Featherfall is also a good thing to help. Anyways, this. As I'm trying to click on things, this right here, is that a door?
Yeah, that's a door.
Does the door have any slots for any like weird key cards?
No, as far as you can tell, it's like one of those like steel frame glass doors.
Okay. Before doing such, can I check it for traps?
Sure.
Elfrain, you can check for traps for me. Is this perception or investigation?
Usually
I
investigation.
Yeah, it'd be an investigation.
Then I will check for traps.
Very well. Let me find something here. Hold on.
$19.
Yeah, no, this thing doesn't appear to be trapped at all.
How about locked? As I try the handle.
The door explodes.
It is unlocked.
All right, I swing it open.
Yep, it swings right in.
Let's get in there.
I'm gonna give me a second. I'll skip that for now. Alrighty. So as you proceed into this room, not all dissimilar from what you actually see on the map. This appears to be a sort of like small little room for like tinkering with weapons. So there's a bunch of
Walter's going to go check those out.
these wouldn't be
Yeah, me too.
they wouldn't be like what's the term? They don't show any
Pristine.
signs of decay on them.
Oh,
And they all seem to be experimental of sorts. Like you're seeing a lot of here, I'll move these two in here as well, and Marcus can move himself. They all seem to be like you would see up against the wall, like diagrams, which the papers are definitely like faded and slightly like rotted with time. But there's like different diagrams. Like for example, the hammer on the bench in front of you and Walter, it appears to be some form of it seems like they were attempting to find a way to increase the weight of it upon impact, but not for the wielder. And you definitely see
Ooh.
like a bunch of like little crystals around it, and there are like some arcane sigils like written on papers that are scattered around the desk near it.
Now, before we go touching anything, let me just get a read for the room. As I'm going to do.
Are these like papers scattered about?
Essentially, yeah. There's a lot of like documentation and paper scattered
Well, he
about.
looks
Because
all
Jarvis
looking at
is
paper.
like, oh god, I want to look at everything. Detect magic first.
Very well.
You're blind.
So when you pop up detect magic, none of these immediately. Actually, yeah, none of these objects would actually ping as magic. It seems more like
They're the basis.
they're the base for what was eventually going to be that, but the work was abandoned before it could be completed. However, there are plans there that you could, if you were interested enough in them, take.
Jarvis, Will.
Very well.
Well, hold on.
Um,
Before touching them, I'm not gonna touch them because these fucking can just be we're in a situation where it just disintegrates on touch. So when
not
I'm
that
going,
cruel.
I don't know. Uh, I'm going to first. Uh, fuck. How many times can I do this? Hold on. I'm going to take out a couple pieces of paper on my thing and essentially make static visual snapshots of all of these on the wall. How
Okay.
many are there?
So there's one for that sort of graviturgical enhanced hammer.
Yep.
Over here there appears to be essentially uh not all dissimilar from like trick weapons from Bloodborne. Oh, also I'm stupid. Post detect magic for me real quick
Don't know.
because I might have gotten something wrong here. Okay, yeah, I definitely got something wrong here. You do detect one thing that's magical, which would be on the table with the shield on it.
Is this a punchy, slicey hand thing?
Please do not touch any of it. For all we know, these things could also have a weird mechanism crap on them.
So you
Oh,
do in fact see a punchy slicey thing.
I want it.
I think you see two punchy slicey things.
So
I got punchy stabby and I got punchy slicey. Well, I don't have the punchy slicey yet, but it's right here,
it's
and
right
I
there.
and I want it.
So
Okay.
technically it's actually two gloves. One of them has the blade, and then there's another one that doesn't have a blade.
What kind of magic am I detecting, by the way?
The magic that you're detecting is actually coming from the punchy slicey thing.
Oh, this
From the
one?
set of gloves. Yeah. So you are
What
detecting
what school of
oh
magic?
god, I'm going to get this wrong cuz I always get it wrong.
If it's like a general enchantment, like a +1 or something, it'd be general magic. If it's like a resist, if it's this elemental damage, probably be evocation stuff
If
like that.
it's
So Evo, yeah, you're sensing evocation.
okay, I was about to say if it's like protection based, it'd be aberration. Okay, be careful. Let me identify this first before you go touching them. Okay.
Okay.
Don't you have to touch it in order to identify it?
I trust
Yes,
him more than me.
but I can also do it at a safer distance than him.
What? How?
I have ways.
God damn it.
All right, I'll just keep looking at these papers then.
All right.
I will
Language
too.
is it?
Oh wait.
Oh, it's all entirely written in common.
Okay.
So
fuck.
some of the documents seem to be general invoices. Others seem to be like communications missives, I guess, and then there's another like set for like scheduling. Um, so like the schedules they're dated about 15 years ago. Um, the last one stopping exactly. Let me see if I remember right. Let me look at my notes. 15 years and 6 months ago is like the most recent one, like the last of the entries. The schedulings seem to like detail when something arrives. You're not sure if it's the metal shipments you saw outside or if it's something else. The communications missives seem to be between. Actually, you would see that they are addressed to Machina Industries, and that this is between like the home office and this facility. And just talking about like general progression of work, acquisition of materials, um, when when can orders be expected, so on and so forth.
How many blueprints are there? You were saying?
Three. One for essentially the trick axe from Bloodborne. Another one for uh, something not all that dissimilar from that dual blade uh, thingamajiggy. or actually, I don't actually know if this is a weapon in Bloodborne. It's something I've seen before. Like it's like one blade, and then it becomes like a blade staff. If that makes sense.
Elaborate.
Um,
How?
so like it's almost like a longsword, right? Except like it's two blades, and then if you hit a thing, the sort of like double handle would like down, almost like that lightsaber that Rey had in the terrible Star Wars movie, and click into a staff that has like two longsword blades essentially on so a blade staff.
So it's a sword that becomes a double sword, double blade staff.
Yeah, it's like it's like maybe a long sword is too long. I guess a short sword would be like more the equivalent. So it's like a short sword that becomes the equivalent of the full length of like the quarter staff, or maybe slightly longer, but with like blades on each end. So that's the one. The other one is the axe, and then the other thing is like essentially a gravity enchanted hammer that once it hits the target, it will uh double their weight. So essentially, the way how it would function, rules is written, it would half their movement, and it does more damage than a regular hammer because you're weighing them down. That's my idea for it anyway.
Okay.
And then for the other documents over there, what I say, there's communications missives, the schedules, and then the other stuff just seems mostly like resources, like X amount of metal came in today. Other supplies coming in, like wood or coal or anything like that, stuff like that.
Jarvis, this place seems to have things addressed to Machina Industries.
Not surprising.
Can I tell what material these weapons are made out of?
So that shield, um, looks to be made. Actually, yeah, make the smith thingamid checker again. Oh yeah, okay. The
I'm going. Oh,
the shield seems to be a strange combination, which, if I remember my D&D lore right, this is a hard thing to do. It is a mix of adamantite and mithril.
oh, so
Simultaneously,
lightweight and
yep, lightweight and incredibly strong. Um, that little like batleth looking thing or whatever the fuck that is right there in the middle,
Half
that's
a
not
batleth.
there. Yeah, that's not there. So it's the shield, the punchy stabby gloves, which they seem to be made out of pretty high quality material. You think it's I'd say we'll say for now tungsten. Um, the hammer is also tungsten. The other stuff over here though is just regular steel in that order.
I'm going to start taking the blueprints.
Alrighty. Yeah,
And
you
then,
can get them off the walls if you're taking down the paper ones.
yeah, I'm going to do it with Mage Hand and be careful.
Okay.
I'll pick up the shield.
Hold on.
I've already
Make
picked
there's
up the
no
shield.
wires.
Yeah, he's already picked up the shield.
Now,
Yeah.
now, Ed, before you touch the gauntlet, my
Yeah. What? Okay.
I'm going to
He
send
says
Hellfire
as he's
over.
like he already has the
Uh,
gauntlet on his wrist.
He's got it like halfway on it. Oh, okay.
Look, I may be a dumb bitch, but I ain't fucking stupid.
Okay, I'm going to send Helfreen over just to like pick it up and put it down.
Okay. Yeah, he picks it up and puts it down. Nothing happens.
Okay, we're good. Okay, let me go identify it now.
Alrighty.
See if there's anything else in here worth grabbing. Maybe that hammer bit and the blade pieces.
Yeah, there's
This one?
stuff up for grabs.
Yeah.
Alright, I can just drop it in the bag.
Tungsten is heavy.
Tungsten is very heavy.
Do we have enough weight capacity in the bag for it?
Well, how much would that be?
Okay, so this is gonna sound really stupid. Let me look up a Warhammer real quick.
standard Warhammer would be like made out of steel.
I'm trying to see if it'll give me the weight. Okay, so it says 2. So let's say it's 4 pounds, or would it be more than that?
How many times denser is tungsten than steel?
What weighs more, a kilogram of feathers or a kilogram of steel?
I'm gonna shoot you.
Steel.
It's of course it's the steel.
Because
It's always
steel
the
is
steel.
heavier
Steel
than
weighs more than
feathers.
feathers. Yeah. Everyone knows that good quality German steel weighs more than these pathetic little goose feathers.
2.5 times denser than steel.
So 2.5. So
dense,
two
dude.
doubled is 4. So let's call it would
5.
it be 6? Yeah, 5 or 6 pounds. Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, yeah, that's probably pretty small for what it would actually be. But I mean, I would probably say it's more than 10 or 15 pounds, or more like 10 or 15.
Oh, just because of like how big it looks.
No, just like I think a tungsten. I think they're underestimating the weight of an actual warhammer.
Yeah, there's no way a Warhammer would be 2 pounds.
Yeah, I would put it conservatively at 10 to 15.
So in The Witcher 3, every time you walk past those guys with the halberds, they always say choke to death on 6 pounds of steel. So let's say it's 12 pounds of tungsten.
Mm-hmm. I'm there.
A
Well, 2.5 it would be 15.
weighs actually 2 pounds? What?
Yeah, you forget how
Well,
much.
it's all in the centrifugal force, man. Like I don't think you really actually need that much weight.
Yeah, it's just the head that's made out of metal. The rest is wood.
See, that's like why everyone freaks out. It's like a greatsword is actually only really like 6
It
pounds
weighs-
at best, so you
yeah,
can
weighs
make
about
8
a-
attacks in 6 seconds.
Yeah, great swords weighs about a baby.
Babies be small. Wait, no,
8
if
pounds.
anything, babies are more than swords.
8 pounds, 6 ounce, baby Jesus.
8 pounds.
So you're
6
saying
pounds,
it's more
baby
effective to
Jesus?
swing a baby as a weapon?
I mean, if you're going
No,
for like weight.
trust me, I've done it before.
Oh.
I will say this: they may be as heavy or heavier than Warhammer, but they're not as dense.
Yeah,
All
not
right,
as,
yeah,
not
we
as
all right.
dense. Too
I
squishy.
dropped in a 12-pound warhammer head.
Okay. I'll say
Okay.
that the other stuff weigh about their actual weight. So like
The
one
shield
of
would
them
be
is
lighter.
the shield would be lighter, yes, because it is.
With mithril,
it
it's like
is-
half as light. So.
Yeah.
How are we doing on the?
So yeah, so I'll say you've identified the gloves.
Okay.
Essentially, the one with the blade on it causes a d6 of necrotic damage. However,
fuck.
the regular glove, if you touch yourself or an ally, you can heal them for up to so essentially
So
you
we're
can
getting
heal
a lot
them as much as you took with the attack. So if you did 6 necrotic, you may heal yourself or an ally for.
Oh my god, is this a modified version of the thing you told me the other day?
Yes.
Jarvis looks at these gauntlets. Hey,
I don't have a name
Ed.
for them yet.
Yeah, what's up? Can I have it?
Well, hold on.
Oh.
Hold on.
Hold on.
It's obviously made for him.
I get that, but there are some rules with these that he should at least be wary about.
Okay.
I'm assuming
good.
I'm assuming they're also attunement.
They are attunement. Yes, this would use an
Okay.
attunement slot.
These come as a pair. One hand stabs and sucks away life force.
Whoa.
The other redistributes that life force either into yourself or a buddy.
Wow, it's like justice. Anyway.
Guess.
Did I just? You mean
What?
like justice is in the ideal, or did I inadvertently create something that's erroneous?
No, the ideal.
Oh, okay. All right, I was gonna say, I'm like, son of a bitch. How did I not know about this?
So these, I would have to ask, would you be okay with being a little bit more supportive?
I'm always supportive.
He's
I meant
super
in
supportive.
combat.
Yeah, I mean, I try to protect people, so yeah, sure.
Well, then these are perfect for you. As I hand them over.
Oh man, I got the whole pitch and everything.
I mean, I think Walter should be able. Walter, fuck me. Ed should be able to use them however he wishes, and not on the
understand.
conditions that you're.
Well,
offering.
I will use them to protect my friends.
Well, I'm
So
not
it,
saying. I'm just making sure he goes.
I mean, I would like to heal. I would love to heal people if I could. I mean, maybe I could, you know,
Marcus, are you
save
proficient with shields?
someone.
Yes.
Okay.
Gotta be.
Next, hold on. I need to look at sidekick. All right. Next
Hi.
long rest. I think. I need you to show me how to use a shield.
Oh, I could show you too.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm also learning some other things from Marcus. Like he's shown me some stuff about Arcana and how to fortify my mind better. No offense.
Oh, none taken.
I can help you with the crafting stuff.
That's not what I'm going for.
I could teach you how to tattoo. Anyway, yeah, we're
I can only-
overwhelming him.
I'm trying to explain this in a way that makes sense for the game, but really, I can only have one ally. I get proficiencies from.
Yeah, he becomes that person's like sidekick essentially. That's
Yeah.
why it's called sidekick.
I
That's
can
so
choose
cute.
a different ally.
You
but I
can,
lose those
yes.
proficiencies that I have.
Yes.
Right now,
Much
I'm
like when
proficient
Robin
with
was
heavy
no longer
armor.
Batman's sidekick, he became someone else. No.
Right now, I'm proficient with heavy armor, Arcana, and Wisdom saving throws.
Good spread.
There's also a door over here and a door over here.
All right.
I will add this
It is,
myth roll.
as a friendly reminder, it is half an hour to midnight.
Yeah. What if I wanted to go to 1 o'clock tonight? Huh? What you gonna do about no?
What you gonna do when I come for you?
Bad
What
boy.
are you going? When I come?
Walter's gonna go through this door.
I was about to say, are there any windows to the doors before you can go through them?
Oh, actually, there's a door over here too. There's a door here, here, and here.
You can raise the anchor with this thing.
No, actually, that would
Broken.
It's you'd have to go try it to find out.
It's actually the self-destruct lever.
Was the store? Were both of these doors unlocked?
Yeah, thus far, yeah, the doors you've been trying, they're unlocked.
Think we're gonna run into any nasty motherfuckers here?
I don't know.
Because if someone's like, I don't know how it works. If someone's like a Warforge and they like turn off, and they're just like sitting here.
I can tell you this: Warforged are an interesting set of beings because they're both alive and sentient, but at the same time designed with a purpose.
So maybe one of them got fucked up and then is like conked out, and then we wake it up and it's like, oh, it's 300 years ago. I was supposed to do this.
I don't know if that's a thing here. I thought they were a bit more. What's the word I'm looking for?
Do Warforge have souls?
I think we already established that they do.
Well, Marcus sent Jesus Christ, and Jesus responded saying yes.
Walter
Or at
wasn't
least,
there.
yeah, at least an entity that he believes to be Jesus Christ. As
An
you
entity
enter this
claiming to
room,
be Jesus Christ.
yeah, an entity claiming to be Jesus Christ. As you enter this room, it seems to be kind of out of character. Looks kind of like a sort of like air traffic control. Yeah, air traffic control room. And there's this large, like, like glass dome that extends outward, like looking out down below and across the gap towards the other portion. You would actually see some what appear to be like inactive metallic humans strapped to these sort of like tables facing in your direction, but they've long since begun to be oxidized and grown over with
hanging off
vines.
the edge almost.
Yeah, pretty
Walter's
much. They're
pressing
like
this
right
red
there near the
button.
edge.
I will smack you as you.
You're
shave
pressing
your-
the red button, and
I'm
sadly, nothing's happening. It seems as if there is
No.
no power to this console.
Why the fuck did you press the button?
It was red.
You don't just press random fucking buttons.
Why?
You 100% press red
Pretty
buttons
sure.
all
Pretty
the
sure you
time.
do. Yeah, every time.
Okay, I'm going to explain this.
Walter
So
walks
this
over
is
here
one-
and runs his hand across all the buttons.
You just hear
going Walter,
none
please
of them
stop
do
for the love
anything.
of sanity. Okay,
And he
let
does
me
it while like
explain-
maintaining eye contact with Jarvis.
Have you ever been to a facility or factory before?
Yes, actually.
Oh yeah, you blew one up.
Okay. Have you ever been in a control room like this in said facility or factory?
Yes.
That's where you blew it up, right?
Yeah.
Question: did you blow it up by pressing all the buttons?
No, we use explosives
Okay.
Yeah.
and
Wait.
tampering with the reactor to make it explode.
Wait, what the fuck are y'all talking about?
This
the
was
Mexico thing.
in Mexico.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh my god. Yep. Okay. That wasn't necessarily a factor. No. Okay, I'll give you
It
that.
was a hybrid factory.
Well, it was
That
a
was-
facility. It
It
was,
was a
with a
facility
control room.
for monster making with the control room.
Little do you
yes.
know, Dylan. Actually, Walter caused the 3 mile long incident. The 3 mile incident.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
What? Oh,
The 3
Place
Mile
like-
Island. That there it is.
That essentially looks like a control room of sorts. Probably has access to switches and buttons that activate and control things in the facility.
Well, doesn't this place not have power? So these
possible-
aren't going to do anything.
you
We
you
don't
all are
know-
aware of the fact that the place has no power. They're searching for
I
a power core.
understand that, but there could be certain situations where there's just enough power to do one specific task, such as a place like this, since it is recorded to be developed by Machina Industry, right?
Yeah. This
Or
is
have a
this is
deal with them.
This either has a deal with them and or is a Machina Industry facility. Yes.
I believe that if there's such people, which I believe they are, that having a place like this that is looks like it's literally pumping out Warforges for literal war, that a self-destruct button might be necessary to keep things quiet and have just enough power over years to enough to just set everything go boom.
It's a lot of assumptions.
I am paranoid when it comes to tech and love tech.
Walter
There's
runs
more
his hand
doors
across the buttons
this
again, and
way.
it continues onward.
Please
Very
stop.
well.
I'm going to reset the buttons back into position if they're switch based.
Okay.
Ed, please don't.
You continue down this little hallway,
I
which
will
simply
not.
just ends in another
It
door.
scares
There's a
me.
door in front of you. However, that door does seem to be
Locked.
locked.
I will attempt to brute force it open because I
Wait,
can.
wait, please don't. Please
Okay.
don't.
Sure, roll a strength check.
Why do you do this?
Oh yeah, you managed to right through.
Oops.
It was all stuck. There was a bunch of like vines behind the door, and it just wouldn't
Okay.
go forward.
I thought you were supposed to go falling down a hole.
As you come into this room, it seems to be that metal that you saw earlier goes through some sort of refining forge here, and then gets pressed into plates, and then where the machine's continuing to work, those plates seem to get pressed into additional shapes, which I mean you can't see it right now, but if you look over here, it's all warforged pieces. But yeah, and the hallway does continue down this way and across.
There's stairs too.
Yep. Yeah, it goes
Okay.
slightly up.
Now, please be careful. There could be pressure plates and dangers, especially in a facility like this. That
Can
don't
we
need
like see
electricity.
out over the?
So where you are is essentially like an interconnecting like catwalk of sorts. However, the glass is like shattered, and this down here is not actually a conveyor belt. It appears to be some sort of like bridge or something, and it does stretch past beyond the waterfall.
That goes somewhere.
Okay. We will check it out later.
Oh yeah, I should stream this for Dustin so you can see what it looks like.
Are we
He's
walking
here.
in the? You're talking about walking in the waterfall?
Oh yeah, that's right. Never mind. He's in the room. Okay.
He's been chatting in the Roll20.
That's yeah. I just remembered. I'm stupid. Sorry. Whatever.
Now, Walter, question. Why do you feel the need to go ahead and be reckless?
That's a good point, actually. You're feeling a little frisky.
This is so fascinating. Like this is like an extension of what my family kind of do. Like it's taking a forge and making sentient people out of it.
Yeah. Also, this is also a very dangerous place because we don't know what's in it.
I think you're just paranoid.
For good reasons, as I raise up my left arm.
Well, that's kind of your fault. Actually, no, he doesn't know that. He wouldn't have said that.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
Walter.
yeah.
It's a sore spot for our friend Jarvis. Not like, I don't know if it like is like sore, like it hurts, but
It does tickle.
Phantom
sometimes.
pain is a normal thing with amputation.
no, but like
Oh, you think
it's a story, kind of. There's something. Anyway,
Oh.
yeah.
You can continue across the catwalk, and you do see just slightly around the corner that there is another door here. But you could also, if you wished, descend to this platform and attempt to see if there is anything beyond the waterfall.
Let's check out the level first, then go past the waterfall.
I mean, Zeus could go poke his head in there.
Me or Zeusy?
Zeus.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you could send Zeus while the rest of you go to the other side.
Yeah, but Zeus cannot relate verbally what they see.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Hold
very
on,
true.
I'll do it real quick. I will take out my shields that I've always had, but I never use.
Fair enough.
And I'm gonna hold it above my head, and I'm gonna walk under the waterfall.
Okay, so yeah, it's like a little bit of a drop down. It's not even like a whole 10 feet, but it's a little bit more than 5. Call it like 8 feet. You drop down onto the platform.
Walter would be able to get back up. Actually, no, he can jump straight back up.
The conveyor belt kind of like goes up over your head. So and yeah, if you're also going down with him, and you walk under this waterfall with the shield, kind of keeping the water off of you. And you come into this sort of cavernous space behind the waterfall, and in front of you, the best way to describe this, what essentially looks like a large vault door from Fallout.
Oh shit!
But with, instead of a number in the center of the cog, there is a large monogrammed M, and like from the V part of the M going downward, there's like an I going through it, like the letter I.
Fox Machina
There's
Industries.
like a
Yeah, it's
there's
not
like a
Industries.
big wall that's like a wheel.
Zeus, stay here. I'm gonna need you to pull me back through. As I also extend my shield out to cover myself with water. What did you? Holy shit!
As you
Yeah, I don't know what it means, but it looks, I don't know.
Walter wants to come
Looks
see
like a
it.
big
That is
deal.
a big fucking door.
I would say
That's a door?
Bruce would probably come, and so would
The shield's
Aaron.
probably big enough for Walter to have at least one other person under him, with him. But they'd have
You would
to
hear. Yeah, Bruce would go into the shield. I feel like Aaron like wouldn't give a shit, or would like magic his way through the water so he wouldn't get wet, because bards.
I mean, that's not the thing with the waterfall. It's more the amount of force that's coming down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true too. So yeah, he'd maybe like, I don't know, magic something over his head.
Dancing items, one of the pieces of
the chest plates. Yeah.
He'll magic item a Warforge chest piece to like just right over him, and when he comes in, he goes, "Oh shit!"
I guess
What is
war
this,
never
Fallout?
changes.
Yeah, I guess war never changes.
The fuck is Fallout?
You fall out.
Are you
Yeah, you
falling
gotta
out of
crawl out
something?
through the fallout, baby. Look, I don't know.
Fall out. Okay. All right. There's a door. How are we gonna open that?
So you see,
Brute force?
as you're viewing inside, there is a little sort of console right in front of the door, with what seem to be buttons and switches, and you do see a very faint light coming from them.
I was right for one thing. Please still has some sort of power.
Does it
The
look like there's
door.
a slot for the card that Jarvis has?
I was about to ask.
As you approach, there is in fact. So unlike the Fallout 4 mechanic of the whole little like plug that comes out and goes in and then you pull the lever, instead this is you insert the card and then pull the lever in order to open it.
Okay. Let's do this last, just in case of some weird failsafe happens.
Yeah. Okay. Fail safe.
Basically, a last resort to lock us in or activate some weird shenanigans.
Oh. Yeah. 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 What do you think we're gonna find in there?
Something we're not supposed to find, I'll tell you that much.
Huh.
As I'll walk back to Zeus and have him help me back up.
Okay. You head on back out. I'll say for now that Bruce and Aaron will stay over there. I didn't mean to move Ed. I apologize. They'll stay on the other side of the waterfall. And you guys.
Meanwhile, Aaron's explaining to Bruce the entire lore of Fallout.
He just explains the plot of Fallout to Bruce, and he's like, "Wow, that
Wait,
sounds."
starting from the first one or starting from the fourth?
Oh, starting from the first one, of course.
God, it's been a long time.
But yeah, you managed to get back up and.
Yeah, Walter's able to just straight up jump up 8.5 feet. So no,
Jesus
8
Christ.
feet.
Is that because of the strength, or?
Oh wait! I had his height wrong. No, that doesn't change anything. Oh yeah, he can. Yeah, my high jump is 8 feet off the ground.
Quite literally has.
Oh, I have to run 10 feet first.
Ah, yeah, you would have been able to do that anyway. So you proceed down to the other side. There's a door right here.
I will gently push on it.
It opens. It yields to your commands. And you find yourself in a room with a legion. No, with many of these
We are Legion.
Warforged in a deactivated state.
Can he even go through
Overgrown.
there or no?
So what?
I don't know if this is a wall that I can go through or is.
Oh, so this is open, and this does lead out
Okay.
to like this railless platform, which is incredibly dangerous.
But there's a wall here.
Cool.
Yeah, there's a wall here. You could kind of see it.
So you probably could like walk through here to get out, or you could jump the catwalk.
The windows over here aren't broken, so no.
Oh, I
but,
thought it was an open air catwalk.
No. It's closed, but with like glass walls. That's why I said that the glass was broken, and that's why you
I
guys
thought
were
it
able
was
to
glass
hop down.
railings.
Oh no. That's my bad though. So yeah, so you come into this room and you see many of these inactive ones, and you see like these sort of like railways on the floor, in which they would essentially slide in this direction and then whoosh, out here, and either respectively to the left or to the right. But they've all been or they'll slide down over here because there's this other one over here and additional railway that goes in that direction.
Do we see
And
a
yeah,
glow coming from over here?
you would not. So there is a crystal coming out of this machine over here, but it's like not lit up or anything like that.
There's
but
no
it is
purple
there.
light here.
No. That's like supposed to be if it's there's different versions of the map, and this is like supposed to be the inactive one, but I guess they didn't like get rid of the glow.
I
I
see.
Yeah.
Question here. Is this like some weird console?
Oh yeah, it does appear to be some sort of machine with a switch and some buttons on it, and what appears to be a keyboard. Although I don't think you'd know what a keyboard is.
I would know what a typewriter is.
It would look not all dissimilar from a
Is it
typewriter.
QRT?
Whatever it would have been for a typewriter.
Depends on the typewriter.
We got some weird ass looking typewriter here.
Walter's
What's a
waving his
type
hand.
right?
Walter's waving his hand in front of one of the Warforge.
They show no signs of activity, and they've also most of them been like either like oxidized, covered in vines, moss, very exposed to the elements here.
Is there one that looks
How-
more intact than the others?
Actually, yeah, it would probably be this one back over here.
How tall are they?
Average height for a human male, I don't know,
Okay, so they're not like
something.
big.
Yeah, no.
Big boys.
They're not massive. It's just for whatever reason they look particularly
Between 5 and
long.
6.5 feet tall.
Yeah, so let's call it like
Wait a minute, I have the Eberron book now. I can look at that.
5'10",
And this right here, the console. Is
or
there,
actually no, they're all like 6 feet. What
Is
about the
there-
console?
is there a screen?
No. It's like where that screen is. That's where the keyboard is. But the keyboard isn't like a plastic keyboard. It's like literally like a metallic like typewriter keyboard. It just doesn't have the sh thing. It's just the letters.
Is there anything look like there's missing from this?
No, it just seems to not be currently supplied with power.
All right, Ed, what you doing over there?
Looking at this guy.
So we'll say for the purpose of this, he just has like, I guess like purple painting, like sort of like war stripes on him or something like that. Let's go with that. That'll explain the glow.
I'm just kind of looking around. I don't know what y'all. Well, I'm pumped about my punchy, slicey, healy hand things.
What you, if I'm correct, does he have to tune to it?
He does have to attend to it, yeah.
Where you can use them.
So like this seems to be the end of the conveyor belt, and from like what you can tell,
I mean, this looks like a window.
No, that looks like light.
up here, yeah, it would be a window that would have like shown you how they would have moved along the conveyor belt, yeah.
Walter's gonna wave his hand in front of the eyes of this one.
Similar to the other ones, it seems inactive.
He will knock on the shoulder like a.
It does not sound hollow. It is in fact dense, but still no response.
I think this is where the spark of life happens. Literally.
Oh shit. Are those like zappy things?
You
Yeah,
can make
but-
an Arcana check to see if you could determine that.
Yeah, I'll
perhaps
do
that's
that.
what that is.
I'll
do
do
that.
That
Yeah.
prompting. That
Yeah, I'll do that.
I'll add a lane thing.
Holy shit.
Oh yeah.
Ed understands
You
everything.
bet- You bet at that console over there with the glowy crystal that they flip the switch and then the crystal energy goes inside of the metal man and then he comes to life.
It's actually one of the few giant books you've read. The translation of Frankenstein.
I start.
Giant.
I just start muttering in giant.
Yeah, it's like the Faerunian version of Frankenstein, but it's like for a metal man instead. It's so fucked.
Ed,
Instead
what
of
you
Frankenstein, it's
doing?
called Prometheus.
I will very gently push you out of the way.
Ed, I don't think that works, and if you're going to touch it, make sure Walter isn't in there.
Yo,
Oh.
I can't wait for Walter to die again.
Oh,
I'd survive.
are we gonna? Well,
No.
I just.
No.
Sorry, I just know. I
You just want
there's
to make a friend.
no. There's a story about. Well, you know how different giants are like that.
Yeah, I know how different things be.
There's some idea. I don't know how to explain it really, but some idea that there's a different source of their like. It's kind of like how I got different runes. There's different sort of nature. I don't have the words for it, but
All right. But what are you doing over here?
I think that this is how you do it. I don't know if maybe you said they don't have power or nothing, so maybe it won't work. But what if
Pull
we
the lever, Ed.
what if we did it? What if we did it? You want to open the damn door with all the forbidden machine industries thing? So let's do it.
Alright, fuck it. Pull the lever.
I pull the lever.
Very well. You pull the lever, and you begin to see a low pulse from the crystal. And you
Ah,
begin to
shit.
hear the whirring of machines around you. And just as they begin to sound like they're warming up, you kind of like begin to notice a glow in the other room, and those four different like orbs up at the top, they're also crystals but like polished smooth purple, and they begin to glow and energy crackles around them. But just as it seems like something's about to happen, there's like a like a like a backfire, and like a and then and everything shuts down.
Oh,
Oh yeah, this place is dead with energy.
why didn't it work?
Probably
Well-
because it doesn't actually have power.
Oh,
Well, there's power, just not enough to output.
oh well.
I see this. I think it's a pouch of something. It's probably not, but it does.
I climb
No.
into the walls.
I become a one with the walls. Yeah, no, there's nothing there.
Alright.
What if we could
Uh,
fix it?
Well, we already know how. We just and vaguely an idea where to go to do that.
All right. Well, I guess I don't know. This would take a whole team of people to fix it up.
I mean, there might be a whole team of people on the other side of that door.
Well, I have a strange theory. Even if we were to go to that door, I don't think it will open because we don't have power. But hell, let's give it a try.
The panel
Oh,
looked like
shit.
it had power.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
panel did look like it had power.
Alright,
So
let's
I'll
go.
say this: if you're gonna go down and try and open the door, we'll do that real quick, and then I will probably call it.
Yeah.
So hold on. You head back through under the waterfall. Bruce and Aaron are having a riveting conversation, I would assume, about the plot of Fallout.
He's still going. He's still going.
He's
It's very
still going.
one-sided.
Fallout 1 or Fallout 2 now?
He's probably on to Fallout Tactics, actually.
Yeah, he's on Tactics, Brotherhood of Steel. Yeah. So who's doing it? Who's pulling out the key card and getting
I
to
have
work?
Jarvis has it.
I have the
Jarvis is doing it. I don't know shit about none of this.
Alright. Let's see how this works.
Alrighty. You take out the card, you see the slot, you insert it into the slot, and you pull the lever. and the noise that I'm playing begins to play.
It's so quiet. Holy crap.
Oh fuck. As it.
Oh, you got the fucking fallout.
Yep. And you hear like those pneumatic hiss and the sounds of like cogs and gears turning as it slowly goes over. It's doing it again. Why is it doing it again? I don't want it a
It's
second
closing!
time. No, it's not closing.
Oh,
And as it opens, you walk into an entry area and you find before you
Jesus.
A
gathering
wonderful
steam.
Another
society.
Warforge.
you would come in down here and you walk into what essentially looks like a massive reception area for
Oh
Machina Industries. As a matter of
no.
fact, their monograms are on the rugs. There's a giant stained glass window / clock. It's like a stained glass clock face that has the Machina Industries logo. It's beautiful.
I'm looking at the things to the left and right.
Ah, those appear to be statues.
Oh, up
Yes.
here.
They do appear to be statues, yes.
They appear.
They can't
Okay.
be Warforged Colossi because those things are the size of mountains.
No, those would be Warforged Titans, but they do appear to be statues again. And you do see Warforged of many different variety milling about.
They're
the
not
way-
like freaking out that the door opened and 6
Uh,
people just walked
maybe.
in.
We'll we'll
It's-
see next
it's the
session. We'll
same as
see.
mine. It should be. Yeah, hold on. Something fixed me voice. I think you. Oh, the lower volume and
Okay.
that.
Damn it.
I think. Right?
Didn't think that would happen.
What the hell? How do I do it on mine? Hold on. Let me see. Because if I do. Yeah, if I hold the volume down and the power button, it pops up. I don't know. So I'll look it up for you though. Give me a minute. But yes. So you guys enter this place. I'll drop. Oh, you got it. Okay. Yeah, no problem. Alrighty. Who am I missing? That's everybody, right? Yeah, that's right. Because there's 6 of you, and then I'm forgetting about the dog. So yeah, so you enter into this large place, and there's many Warforged milling about, and immediately upon your entry, you notice them all just sort of like look to you expectantly, but then realizing that you're not in fact like them, you begin to see some looks of disappointment on their faces. And this individual over here stands up and like bids you welcome in like a projecting voice. Hello, welcome to Machina Industries, and that's where we'll end it.
Holy shit.
They have
Yeah,
no
I know.
soul.
Jesus said.
They have a
Yeah,
soul.
Jesus said they have a soul.
No,
Okay.
I fully believe Warforged would have souls, but I think Vox Machina. Vox
Machina.
I think Machina Industries is limiting their cognitive functions so they don't become self-aware.
We are fully sentient
Mm.
beings with our own minds.
Oh,
God damn it.
Wait, was that Dustin?
That was Dustin. Yeah.
Yo,
Okay,
is the
thank
Zuck
you.
making
Zuckinator is
Hmm.
here.
Terminator has returned, and he has all your safety data and his brain rings. Why hello there. I see that you have taken interest to anime and hentai. I offer you some tickets to Japan.
What?
It
Yep.
seems that you've taken an interest in anime and hentai. May I offer you some tickets to Japan?
Oh,
Ah. All right, that's my cue.
Have a good night, y'all.
Good night, everyone.
Alrighty, well, have a good night. I hope you enjoyed yourselves.